Hello everybody and welcome to Procedure Counters. This is your Dungeon Master Michael speaking on the starting soon screen still. Hi, we'll be starting here momentarily. We are just having a quick technical fix and we'll be back momentarily. Hello everyone and welcome to Procedure Counters, the Dungeons & Dragons campaign brought to you by Lich Souls Gaming. I'm your Dungeon Master Michael and we have an exciting session in store for you tonight, but before we get to that we have a few announcements to get through. First and foremost, a lot of the music you'll be hearing tonight is brought to you by Midnight Syndicate. Midnight Syndicate is a music production group creating goth, horror, and fantasy RPG music that you can be using at your tables at home. For more information, go to midnightsyndicate.com or use the command !midnight in our Twitch chat for a direct and clickable link. How amazing. Wow. You can listen to their music on Spotify, watch their music videos on YouTube, and even ask your Amazon Alexa device to play Midnight Syndicate right now. We have character art. All the character art was illustrated and colored by Jeremiah. Jeremiah is our resident artist here at Prestige Gaming. Lich Souls Gaming. Procedure Counters is what I meant to say. And you can commission him. You can use his amazing talents to make your own art. You give him money and he makes art for you in a timely manner. You can join our Discord, !Discord, or go to lichsouls.com/Discord to join the channel. The Discord to message him, to have a mutual server, and you know, all that fun stuff and all that jazz. So thank you, Jeremiah. Your art is great. We appreciate it. And if you want to see the full body art of our characters, stay tuned during a mid-session break. Only Crits is another sponsor for tonight's stream. You can get their dice for a discount by using the command lichsouls at checkout. Onlycrits.com or lichsouls.com/onlycrits for a direct referral link for the automatic discount. They have gemstone dice, metal dice, resin dice, accessories, and more. So check them out. They're great. They're fun. They're exciting. How about we play some D&D, everybody? How do we feel about that?
I mean, it's like 6 minutes
I'm
late.
kind of tired.
How about
I'm just
it?
gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
How about that?
Why don't we just like let's just play like that by daylight. We'll do like 2 parties.
All right, I'm out.
Oh, he
I
can't.
suck at Dead by Daylight.
Our Quentin can't break another
These
controller.
are,
He
these are
doesn't
my
have-
last
he doesn't-
pair, Gee, please.
Quentin, just
And they're
grab a
shit
controller,
anyway.
Grab your snacks and let's get playing.
Grab your dry. You messed
Oh,
me up.
okay.
Yeah, thank
You
you, everyone.
gra-
Drop
I
your
said-
socks and grab your. Never mind.
Grab your sausages.
Did you know that you can tell how much somebody likes you by looking at their feet? For example, their feet are behind the ears. They like you a lot. Grab your drinks, grab your snacks as you
I am
welcome
not
you to our
prepared now.
table, and we begin tonight's session of Prestige Encounters. And here to tell us what happened last week in their very own words is none other than
Oh, I suppose it's my turn to speak tonight. We're all good. Everyone prepared. No background music going or anything like that. Good. Okay. Have I made you wait long enough? Is everyone good? Are you feeling it? You're feeling great? No, I actually am going to do this. Don't worry. We whisper a tale of horrors unbound, a mother forsaken, a daughter unfound. Danger that lurks in shadows embrace, a creature most evil takes hold in this place. Stag reaches cursed, a monster has grown, Aurelius a reign of terror with no help from the throne. The villagers tremble, they turn and pretend, no one will speak and no one defends. Maxim the priest, his truth left unsaid, the weight of his past like a stone in the dead. The children go missing, the silence runs deep, and still the down sinks in silence and sleep. The veiled vanguard arrive, vengeance now in hand. No vampire will flee, no evil will stand. They venture forth, their hearts burning cold, the Vardis' fair champions, relentless and bold. Into the lair where the cursed one awaits, the greatest of dangers walks through its gates. Maxim moves forward with grief held tight, the daughter he lost still lingers in night. Aurelius strikes, with each strike does he rend, his fury unleashed like night without end. At last he falls to a merciless blow, with vengeance complete, the blood ceases to flow. The veiled vanguard, burdened by fate, stand in the lair where silence waits. For even with blood now cooling and spent, an enemy stirs, dark with intent. So, I suppose I should tell the story a bit. After the previous journey, we ventured into the vampire's lair, seeking Maxim's vengeance and to protect the people of Stagreach. We faced many dire creatures in the lair, some threats that could end us, but we journeyed on. The greatest danger inside was really Maxim's desire for vengeance. He almost killed himself with his foolishness, but we venture on. After killing one of the more powerful creatures in the hopes that her memories would help me reach Aurelius safely, I wasn't prepared for what would happen. Sophia, she never really told me what it was like to take on someone's shadow. She never really explained what it meant to take on someone's memories. I didn't know it could be so disturbing. To experience the memory of a child being murdered. I felt her pain. Her pain became my pain. Well, still, after shaking that off, we moved forward, reaching Aurelius. We found him monologuing like a villain in one of my childhood stories. But he did a surprising thing. He revealed Maxim's daughter alive and well, only to reveal that he had already slashed her open, taken her blood, put it into a chalice for some dark ritual. And so we fought our final fight of the night. With some brilliant assistance from Rosad and Talia, they managed to knock the chalice out of his hand. So began a pitched fight of catch the chalice. It was a brutal battle. And Emmeline, despite being such a strong, brilliant woman, was easily controlled. Instead of helping us, she seemed to be more focused on studying the chalice. I tried to take it from her. She did not seem interested, so... Thinking on top of my head in that moment, I don't know if that's the right words, but it's fine. I did the only thing that I could. I took the special, let's say, ointment, and I mixed it in with the blood to ruin the ritual. Seeming to be effective, the creature enraged, we fought, and in the end, he was felled, turned into a mist, and Maxim completed his vengeance by dealing the killing blow. He left, reviving his daughter, and at that moment a voice rang out. A creature enraged that we'd managed to stop its plans today. He had promised revenge. I swear we're very good at making friends, but as much as we are good at collecting enemies, Strice always said, you need to break a few eggs to make an omelette. Though most of our metaphors usually involved a lot more stabbing than, breaking eggs. I also think she meant like Aarakocra. She was very dark. Still, this is the life I've chosen. Traveling with these idiots and some more brilliant people. I really hope I live long enough to see if there's a happily ever after at the end of my adventure.
After vanquishing the vampire named as Aurelius Luxford in a small den, or some would say hive, you, with the chalice in hand, Maxim now gone with his daughter, exit the cave to find that dawn has come. This light shines through the canopy of leaves, an array of colors of orange, gold, red, and brown, as leaves are now falling to the ground in full force this autumn. The mist that once laid throughout this forest, obscuring the area, shrouding it in rot and danger and mystery, has dissipated. And all that's left is a fresh, sparkling coating of dew that lays upon the scenery around you. The light catches it. It looks as though almost diamonds litter the ground. What would you like to do?
So, how the hell are we getting back?
Well, we're going to go to Seeker's Rest now. That was the lair of the champions who fought and at the Tower of Allura, and hope that we can find some help from maybe people who are Emmeline's family.
All right, sure.
That should be east of here, if anyone knows south. I'm pretty sure I know.
How did you get between the continents? Did you never really explain that?
Oh, there's. Yeah, she's gonna kind of pull out a cigarette and light it nervously. It's actually very interesting. It's not a comfortable story. But
Did you fall for like a hole in the world and ended up in like a different place by accident? Or?
no, my parents paid for to get shipped over here on a boat.
Huh.
Kidding. That'd be way too easy. A rift had opened during my experience. I can't quite understand how or why. It's something I've been studying on in small bursts, but it hasn't happened in so long.
So what you're saying is we need to recreate the conditions that created the original rift and then hope that we end up closer to where we're going to go or not further away.
Would that work? I mean, yeah. I don't know if I could recreate it. I've tried.
Or
I've tried in my lab at home.
we pay some egghead who's good with portals. We get back real fast.
Good luck finding one. Seeker's Rest is not what it used to be.
A monument to some champions who sound more like a bunch of dipshits that caused a lot of trouble to me.
I suppose.
I was like when they were like training me to be a bard, they were telling me about this spell called Silvery Barbs and how very useful it was for bards. And I found out that like one of the things that the god of barriers did is he got rid of the spell Silvery Barbs for some reason. So like, I'm supposed to save your lives with this kind of stuff, and here it is not working.
I have a feeling there's many spells that have been lost
Yeah,
to time.
sounds like people were abusing it or something. I don't know. Could you imagine like just being able to change the weave of fate in the middle of a fight and having like 3 people do it at once? Sounds awful.
I'm sorry to be a pain, but I never made it out of that cave before. Where are we not in Silveria anymore? Where are we?
We're a long way from where we used to be.
Yeah, so we're on a place
Oh.
called Mernwyn. It's another continent.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill that priest.
So how far are we?
Let's just say we need to find a good way back home.
Oh.
If we were to get back home the traditional way, we'd need a boat.
And I assume we would die either in the journey or by the length of the journey killing us. Because
That's
we're
how
going to
far
die.
away we are?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Maybe.
I mean, a boat does sound adventurous, though. I've never been on one.
Yes, but the
I
question
was-
is
Make a
dangerous.
history check there, Josh.
Okay.
I was joking about the boat. I don't even know if they have.
History.
Surely they have boat that go. But I
12.
So boat travel is not necessarily all that great or used rather. And the reason why is because the oceans are incredibly dangerous to cross, especially since the Tears of Tumes, which is when the world went without magic. A lot of wards and barriers dispelled or ran out of their potency. And honestly, it's quite dangerous. You would guess that the journey from where you currently are in Mernwyn to the southwest, past the Caliban Empire, which is not exactly halfway there, on to where you need to go. And by the way, the next kingdom that's to the southwest from where you currently are would be the Sengisian Empire. To where you need to go would be well over a 6-month journey.
I
However,
would do it.
you
Wow.
someone did overhear you talking about your situation and offered you something to help you get back.
I don't know.
Maxim
think it was
gave
that.
you a map at the beginning of the quest with him.
Yeah, we have a map of this continent now.
And it's not a map of the
Yeah.
continent. You haven't even looked at
Oh.
it.
Oh, I wasn't
No.
there for that.
Okay, we'll unroll it. So it's not a continent map, it's an incontinent map.
So as you open up this map, it seems to have a 3-dimensional look to it. there are shapes and lines and these blurs, symbols that seem to just move across the page. Make an Arcana check.
Can I help with that, or?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, so... Because Valerie had it, so I gotta make the roll. Can you take the Turner away?
Ain't left my perfume before.
Kinda. I'll have to roll the second time. Well, it's a 21 or a 20, so...
21. It appears that this map is definitely magical, in case you couldn't tell. And it requires something more to read. But what you can get the gist of is that this map seems to give the direction to waylines.
Ah, these are mapped to the magical waylines of this this. That's fascinating. So is it like just this area, or is it like a broader look at the waylines? And
You don't know, but like from one of the symbols you can tell it's waylines, and these are kind of points where the fabric of the plane you're currently existing is weak, and with the proper tool you might be able to use it to go to one plane to get back to where you need to go.
Emily, do you think you have some tools at home that somebody who might be able to help us perceive this map?
Well, my mom didn't tell me she cleared my room out, so probably I could try to look around.
Doesn't Rosad have those red lenses?
What about him?
I don't know. Put them on and see if it does anything.
It just makes me better at looking for stuff. I could try. Puts the eyes of minute seeing on. Gives him advantage on investigation checks within 1 foot of him.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Sure. Which is a natural 20 for 27.
Nice.
So the lenses give you the same idea of what Valerie just got, but you're not able to read the map. It's not a language that you would understand. It's not any language.
I could see the small intricate details of the ink in the paper and all that really well, but I can't do anything else.
Aw, worth a shot.
I mean, if we desire to know what language is it in, DM? Do I recognize the language it's in?
It's not a language that you can tell.
Is it glyphs? Magical glyphs?
Yeah. So that's what the Arcana check kind of gave you.
Of course. Yeah.
I think all of our paths are leading us to maybe checking on... I mean, we're close to your home, and we're never going to get this opportunity again.
Well,
I don't think it's going to be that
Talia.
easy to come back here.
Now that Talia's back, we don't have to look at the sun to try to find our way. Which way is east?
Make a survival check, Talia.
Talia.
Yes.
Is that why
Please.
it's so much worse? We're spending all that time looking at the sun?
Yeah, I don't think we're supposed to stare straight at it.
Also, I'm gonna summon Kevin as he can now fly.
What?
Daddy was
Oh
never the
my
same
God.
since the eclipse. He stared right into it, went blind as a bat.
He's technically
got-
getting bigger, too.
Oh,
Yeah,
not
he
only
is
do-
bigger.
At 24, not only do you know east, you also know north, south, and west.
Oh,
Southwest, if you're so inclined.
oh yeah.
But you feel like you can guide your party through the forest to the nearest road to get to Seeker's Rest.
Hell yeah. Let's do this.
Well, we don't want to go to the hells. We want to go to Seeker's Rest.
Let's go.
Same difference.
We were going the direction that needs to be.
So guys, when we get there,
Uh-huh. We don't get your family to stop?
that would be preferable.
Mhm.
I would be very upset. And secondly, maybe we try to just be normal. The best normal we can be. They don't really
clarify.
do
Have you
what we do.
met us?
They just... I mean, I've told my mom a little bit about what we fought and what we've done, but I don't know if she'd have the full scope for everything. And then she'd get worried and she'd want me to stay home, and
I mean,
can't do that.
you don't want us to impress your mother so that she, like, believes that you're capable of the things that you are?
That's reserved for my sister, not for me.
And I'm sorry, but you're, like, pretty good at this stuff.
She hasn't really seen that.
Yeah, well, that's her problem, not yours, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm just letting you guys know beforehand.
I'm so normal, man. I'm
Yeah.
Mhm.
absolutely normal.
I mean,
I
you're
don't have a
probably the
flying
most
dragon
normal.
above us.
Yeah, you're probably, like, the most normal person amongst us. I mean, like, the rest of us are, you know.
Yeah, we'll
I
have
do
no
not
problem
understand what you're
being
insinuating.
normal, you know.
You're not exactly alive in such a way.
What is your sister? Would your sister be home? You think?
Yeah.
Should we disguise Cram in case she wants to, like, you know, dissect him?
No, Cram, no offense, but I'm not sure she would like to deal with the crude intricacies of your work.
Rude intricacies.
You know,
She just called you old.
Oh,
I'm just gonna be real with you here, Emmeline. I don't know how normal you're gonna get that mouth breather over there, the one with the sword, to be around your parents. He doesn't exactly fit that definition. And
If he talks the amount he normally does, we'll be okay.
I feel like that'd make him closer to a corpse.
I think that we can just say that Ronatus is like a pet project that she created.
He's taking
Or-
a vow of silence.
Yeah, vow of silence. Exactly. We're on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
But as for me, you know, I know you might have a complicated relationship with your mother and all, but this, I don't turn this off for nobody. All right.
Oh, she's not like skin, you know, she's not like that.
I mean, that's not what I meant.
She's just
But-
not an adventurer.
Huh?
I mean, the fact that you had to say that about your mother suggests.
I'm a little bit skeptical now.
Yeah, I was going to say,
I'm
like,
slightly concerned.
very like changes her skin like just like purple. Does she okay with purple?
I think so. I've never really asked her. But we bury people of all colors.
All right.
So
I won't kill anybody or steal anything while I'm around her. Deal?
thank you guys.
All right.
Yes.
Anything else we should?
What if we get attacked?
by your mother?
No, by like
Her mom?
I don't know.
While we're there, I mean,
we're
we'd
gonna
fight
get chased down.
back.
But we just said we can't kill anyone.
In my family. If my family attacks us, then I'll deal with it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna happen. There's no reason for them to do that.
Could be a deception.
My
From the-
parents are not images like Talia's. No offense, Talia.
Yeah, they are actual people, yes. I mean, her parents were also people, but they, died twice.
As this conversation is taking place, you watch as an elk darts across the path in front of you. It is wounded. A claw mark is running down side. And then you start to hear these very heavy footsteps as if something is pursuing it. You're about 100 feet back, I would say. Running
Can I
across the path
hide?
is a large, brown-haired, fur-covered body of a bear. Grizzly. You watch as
Wow.
it corners this elk. The elk has nowhere to go.
I mean, this is just the cycle of life. Why do we gonna
Mm-hmm.
intervene?
No,
Well,
it's fascinating.
poor
Watch it,
elk.
watch it.
The bears just gotta eat, man.
Return
I
to the
just move
soil.
on. I think we just move on.
I mean, unless you want to eat bear meat and elk meat tonight.
I mean, bear meat's
Mm.
pretty good, but that's his game right there. He cut that elk fair and square. We could keep moving.
Kind of
Is there anything weird with the bear, or is it just a
Make
a
a
super
nature
normal
check.
bear?
It's just
like
a
the
guy
most
wearing a
normal bear.
suit.
Just a bear.
An 18?
18. You're watching this scene unfold. The bear seems to be a typical bear that you would see anywhere else, I would say. But you're watching as like it starts to like stalk up slowly to this elk, and the elk has this pure panic in his eyes as its life is about to come to an end. It's about to be prey to this animal.
Can I?
Oh no.
Oh god,
How many
what?
hit points does that elk have?
I mean, it's bloodied from what you can tell.
Can I toll the dead on it? And put it out of its misery?
You certainly can try.
Yeah, it's a wisdom save.
Yeah.
Find out it's actually a polymorphed like 6-year-old.
That will be a 9.
It fails, so it'll take 9 points of damage.
As this bear is approaching this elk, you watch as it seems to have some sort of aneurysm, and blood starts to come out of its eyes, ears, nose, and it collapses to the ground as they go foggy. And the bear begins to eat its meal.
The circle of life.
And a
Okay,
short,
that's just-
mere 2 minutes later, 2 cubs come out and begin to share the meal with its mother.
Oh, we're feeding a family.
Don't worry
Fireball.
right now.
No.
That's me. I'm a provider. What can I say?
Good job there. Good instinct.
Aren't we glad we did not kill the bear? Though we could have gotten.
Oh my god, not another orphan.
Excuse me. May I have your attention, please?
What the fuck?
You look up
Hello?
and sitting in a tree, its legs hanging over a branch, kind of kicking back and forth, is a about 4 foot tall animal humanoid hybrid that you can tell. It has this brown fur across the head of a stag, and it's as if a deer and a human were to be crossbred.
Nah.
Is it a satyr?
Why did you do that?
I heard a rumor that bears eat their prey alive, and I did not feel that would have been nice for the elk.
Are you actually saying that? Are you?
That's what I heard. That's why I was told that you should never lie down when the bear is after you, because it'll just start eating you.
You know, most people of your lifespan would save the deer, but you didn't. Now the bear and its children will not starve. You're saving the deer, starves another. But yet you did not choose to interrupt. It stands up on the branch and walks around to the one side of the trunk, but does not come back on the other side. Instead, walks out from a tree behind you. And most interesting, you knew this.
She is very smart.
You know, there's some things that are necessary for things to function. You know, some animals have to die. Sometimes some people have to die, unfortunately. It's the way things happen. Who are we to interrupt that, right?
Is this... Do you live here? In the forest?
Here.
Here?
I am protector of these woods. I am guardian spirit of this place. My name is Dormir. Nice to meet you.
Dormir.
Dormir.
Dormir? Dormir?
Don't worry. You can call me Dory.
Okay.
You are very inquisitive, Dory. I like the adventure questions. Very nice.
Well, to be honest with you, if you interrupted with the process, I was going to transform you all into little frogs. Put you in the
That
nearest
sounds-
swamp.
That
You
sounds
did
kind
not.
of like. That sounds kind of like fun.
So instead,
So,
I will I will give you a gift.
Oh, sweet. I just got a question, if you'd answer it. What did your parents look like?
I do not have those. I was sculpted from... I was sculpted from this. Kind of just gestures around.
Are
Trees
you?
and stuff?
I would say I did have a sort of mother, but they have long left me.
Oh,
Okay. Thank you for telling me. That answer is a lot less disturbing than what I imagined.
Was your mother like one of the gods or something?
Oh yes, Liaja.
Makes sense. So the gods are present, but just not in this world, right? Can you still feel her?
One could say I am soldier. But thank you. So I shall give you a gift now. And what Dory will do is clap her hands together, and as she pulls them apart, a single strand of silver hair appears between her two fingers. Here you go.
Care to explain?
Oh, that is unicorn hair.
Oh,
Oh,
anything that it does? Or is it just to look pretty?
A lot. Okay, bye now.
Have a good, safe existence.
Brilliant.
And a whirlwind of leaves and dirt will appear around her, and as it collapses down and cascades, she is gone. What do you mean?
Emmeline's like gripping this hair super tight.
What do we do with unicorn hair? I wonder what the purpose of that is.
I know it
Hey, DM,
repels evil.
Do I know what a unicorn hair does? Can I use that for stuff? What does this thing do?
Check.
What is this?
Valerie mulling over this. Can they discuss it and give her advantage, or does she need advantage?
The most notable thing that unicorns are known for is that they show up to they present themselves to a hero in a time of need. However, this is not a unicorn presenting itself. They are also capable of healing in a wide variety of ways. This unicorn hair probably has a lot of alchemical use, and also might be able to be a very good component for a spell of some sort or a ritual. It has many uses, but only has a one-time use. However, you would need to gain more information.
Okay.
So for now, I think it's best we hold on to it.
We're not going to put it in the bag of holding, but it's only a hair. So stick it in your book, your spell book,
A bookmark.
And
Do
it's
you
also
think
quite
that-
valuable. You could probably sell that for several thousand gold. You might be able to buy
you
a
think-
small farm with that hair if you so chose.
Emmeline's gonna go up to one of the trees. She's gonna kind of look around a bit for some sap from one of the trees. And she'll take the sap and kind of just carefully press the very end of the unicorn hair into the back of her notebook and make sure it's stuck there, and then she'll let it dry
Okay, fair enough.
and close up her book.
Okay, so you know the way to your home, I assume.
Well, yeah, we just keep going this way. It's been so long. The woods look different. I don't know.
How long has it been?
It's only been a few years. It just feels like forever. Maybe 5.
A few years can feel like a long time without family.
You would know.
I don't know that.
Yeah, they're dead.
What the fuck?
My father died,
my
but
God.
I still have a mother, so
Same.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. My mom is still a little sore about that. So
About what?
maybe My dad.
Did you kill your father?
No.
Okay.
No, it was,
I
it
just
was
wondered
very
why she was sore
natural.
about it or just mentioning that your father is dead, which is a little rude. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's just very sore for her still.
So we need to not be idiots, and we don't need to mention your father's death.
That's about it.
And
Easy.
don't mention your sister.
You can mention my sister all you like.
Can we kill your sister?
No. She does a lot for people.
I don't intend. I'm just joking around. I'm a
Is
little
she-
nervous. Honestly, this is weird. So, like I was
Why?
expecting. Just, it's fine. Feel like I'm learning a lot about you today. Apparently you attacked
Yeah.
the vampires as well. What was that about, huh?
Oh, I'm sorry, Valerie. I didn't mean to blow you off. It was just something I felt. I was charmed, obviously, but
Compelled.
yes, I was very compelled. It was not an attraction to the vampire.
Are you sure? He was pretty attractive.
I'm positive.
Okay, he's got like the glowy wolf
From
eyes. and
what you
everything.
told me he was attractive, I would not know.
Do you find the ambassador attractive, Pity?
Ambassador, that would be an unprofessional work relationship.
Good answer, Billy.
Also, I'm not capable of feelings of attraction.
That means you're
Is that-
ugly.
What if I
Is that-
grab a magnet?
Oh,
Let me rephrase. I do not have the chemical compounds to feel the emotion of attraction, lust, or sexual desire.
Is that a thing we could upgrade you for later? Is it an option?
I would be willing to try.
Have we got any of the ointment left?
Well, technically we do have the ointment. It's just mixed with a whole bunch of people's blood.
He's a robot.
That
Ooh,
sounds
better.
unsanitary.
But you're not able to get infected, so
Just wipe it on him.
yeah. We'll
All
just,
right.
We'll just wipe you down with some alcohol after to clean you off.
I don't mean to rush anybody, but I would really love like some alcohol or like a shower or something right about now. So if we could like start heading back towards where we need to go.
What's a shower?
It's where we
I
take like
know. A bath.
it's a bath, but
Oh,
back where I'm
They
from,
don't.
we've got plumbing. It's great.
They don't have that here.
We,
It's a
Those
plumbing.
were
I mean,
on
we
the
have
other
plumbing in
continent.
Anea, just a bath is so much more luxurious. Why would you sprinkle water?
I just
over it?
use the
That's just
rain.
rain, right?
I just use the
Faster.
outdoors at the rain. Is it like that?
The
After-
Sunkeepers let me use one time.
After we discuss showers,
After about 2-day journey, you may all mark your character sheets for a long rest.
we're still talking
Yeah.
about showers.
I just
that
don't understand
complicated?
it.
So I'm gonna give you a second. Your max hit points does reset to the
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
all that stuff. You find yourself walking through farmland with a very large city built in the distance. There is a keep that is within the middle of this, and from the keep is this very large blue and purple leaved tree growing out on top of it. Just the canopy from what you can see. These long silver lines seem to like glimmer and catch the light despite you being miles away from it. The farmland stretches for about 2 or 3 miles outside the city. The road has become heavy with traffic of traders going in and out. You begin to pass a farmer currently picking up these small green little bodies, stacking them onto a pyre of some sort, burning them. Blood staining their clothes.
Oh.
Don't mind it. Just keep walking.
resides, on top of Shelby, just riding next to everybody. Looks down to Valerie. So, Valerie, you mentioned that spell earlier, the one that got, a couple days ago, the one that got removed with the gods and all that. And I just remembered back where I work, my base of operations, there's a club, and there's a lady named Silvery Barb. She's a great dancer, a lot of jewelry.
Oh, is she a little bit older?
Oh, no, it's the jewelry. That's why she's called Silvery Barb. Her name's Barbara.
Oh, what if she got like different, like what if we upgraded her to gold? Would she change to golden Bob?
It's not her style. Clashes with her skin tone.
Okay, it's interesting. Is that like a thing she always did, or was it just inspired by this now defunct spell that doesn't exist anymore?
No, I think it's just because her name's Barbara and she wears a lot of silver.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like a name that she picked up as part of her profession.
Maybe I'll get some dancing tips from her next time we're in that area, in the place that you are from.
Yes. Maybe.
But you have not revealed what that is.
Don't need to.
You will one day.
DM. As we're walking and I'm looking around, is anyone looking at me? Is anyone
Make
seeing
a
me
perception check.
a little bit too much? A 21.
21. Now, here's my next question. Are you currently wanting to be seen? Or have you done anything in anticipation of your arrival here to conceal yourself in any way?
Just pulling up my green scarf on my nose. That's about it.
Is this the way she usually dressed when she was here? Or she changed her attire significantly?
She may have had some upgrades from the Sunkeepers and that nice paycheck, but pretty much the same outfit.
They're just
From what
looking at
you've
me
seen
because I'm sat
looking
on
around,
Kevin.
It seems like they're mostly repairing fences. There's a few like burned fields that have been put out, stacking whatever. You can now assume that there's like probably a goblinoid raiding party that occurred here recently that they're just kind of recovering from. So no one's really paying attention to you. The dirt road is very muddy, and like there are kind of like these heavy wagon tracks. You notice that there is a man and woman with a kind of this covered wagon. There's an ox trying to pull it. They're currently stuck in the mud as you begin to walk towards past them on the road.
Do y'all need help?
Oh, that would be mighty nice. I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, we can help you. I'm gonna kind of turn away from him a little bit and just kind of look at everyone else.
If y'all just want to push back here on the back of the wagon, she can give the ox a good old whip and we can be out of here in a jiffy.
Anyone want to help me?
There's another option. If you're stuck in the mud a little bit, we could, hold on. He reaches into his pack and pulls out like a spare set of clothes, like some leathers and stuff like that. And he's going to throw them under the wheels for traction.
Can I get a collective strength check from everybody? With advantage.
So Valerie is going to lean against it, not push. So I'm not rolling a strength check.
Got it.
But she's gonna make it. Can I do a performance check to make it look like she's trying to push?
3s from Cramp. Yeah, make a performance check.
I used up all my luck for the session. Rolled 2 18s.
That's a 19. Valerie looks like she's trying real hard.
She's trying really hard. She like is pushing on her back, like kind of digging her heels in a little bit.
I got a 22.
It wasn't hard to get. The DC was an average of 5, which you guys definitely got.
I'm just
and
that
within
strong.
a moment, the wheels kind of push, the cabin lurches forward, the wagon lurches forward, and you are all helping them on their way. Much obliged, ma'am. I'm sorry. Do I know you from somewhere?
No. It was a pleasure. Emily's just gonna start walking
I'll take
away.
a straw hat.
Kind of leaving.
All right. Well,
We're
thank you,
against
ma'am.
us. we're adventurers from afar. We're just coming to check in with the local constabulary.
I'm so sorry. Let me give you a token of my appreciation here for your help. And he'll reach into the wagon and pull out a small sack of apples.
Oh,
Hand them to you.
Ooh.
Valerie's gonna like immediately bite into an apple like a villain in a movie.
Freshly picked just 2 days ago off my orchard down yonder.
That was wonderful. Thank you. It's very good after all that hard work.
Anyway, y'all have a nice day. Are you all going to do the rest?
Yes. As adventurers, we wanted to see the former town of the great heroes. Where we're from, there are still adventuring parties, but still, we won't worry about that.
I was just a young boy when this place started getting built, and it looks mighty different from that time there.
What's your name, just so we can remember it for the future?
Jacob.
Jacob?
Pleasure. He seems to be about in his 50s, 60s.
Yeah.
Herzog just takes one of the apples and feeds it to Shelby.
And Valerie does prestidigitation on herself and Emmeline, but not anyone else. Clean them up for
Right.
luck. The Valerie's actually pretty clean.
Talia's just going to cut some of the apple in half and then feed half of it to Kevin. Now he's getting bigger.
Emily,
Yes.
calm down. Take a deep breath.
What?
You don't
I'm
have to
fine.
worry.
I'm totally calm.
And if you want, I can just make myself look like you and I can be you for a little bit.
She'll think about it for a second. That might freak my mom out.
About mid-afternoon is when you approach the city gates. And as you approach closer, you start to see that there's a little bit of steam rising from them. There are these very, very large metal cogs and gears that seem to control the drawbridge. You see that there are guards posted along the, is it bastion? Is that the word I'm looking for? Walls and that sort of thing that kind of surround the inner city of this. There's outer walls and there's inner walls that surround the keep itself. There is a moat that surrounds the town. Kind of flows down to what you know to be the Queen Marcella River. What would you like to do?
Approach the gates.
Hello. Emily will kind of call up.
What you doing down there? Anything to declare?
We need to come in.
We're tourists.
You gotta answer to Gore.
Oh God.
Yo.
Who's Gore?
That would be me.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
creepy.
Oh, hello.
That voice. How did you pull that out of your back pocket again?
You smell very interesting. I do not know where you are from. I have not seen people like you before, except you. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Interesting. What do you have to offer, Gorthenyak? The small, medium, humanoid toad kind of walks out. These massive yellow eyes, this very wide toothed grin with these serrated teeth. Seems to have some sort of meat rotting stuck in between them here and there. This reddish yellow, almost wart covered hide, leathery and dripping wet as he's just crawled out of the moat. The Seeker said I cannot kill anybody, but they did not say I cannot have taste. So what do you offer instead?
I feel like
Have an apple.
He likes
This
apples.
smells like apples from Jacob's orchard. That is very good offering. You may proceed.
Just
Oh.
hands him the apple.
Nice. Because you ain't eating me, dog.
have taste of dragon too?
No.
I
Technically,
never
you can
get
bring
what I
that.
want. Sealtor
Womp
never
womp.
let me have taste. Until next time. Welcome home, Eminem.
Thank you, Core.
You kind of like scramble, crawling on all fours as the lanky sinew, like snapping limbs splash back down into the moat.
Well, they know I'm home now, so.
Do you think he's going to announce it?
It's complicated. You know, I never actually got to the hearing, and I was never actually charged, so they might want to continue that, but we'll get out of here before then.
Well, we'll figure it out. I mean, you know, if you really wanted to hide yourself, I have like some costume pieces in my bag. I could have done you up with some makeup, you know.
Yeah, I know.
But be you. Be confident in you.
She'll kind of nudge Valerie. It's the best way you can be.
Yeah. All right. So, time for the tour, I guess.
Yes, come on in.
As you enter the city, you're first greeted with kind of this very large market. There are a number of farmer stalls lining down the street, people selling a variety of things. There are banners and tapestry carrying the house symbol of the Lords of Seeker's Rest. There are, which is what you can tell, a golden flame on a back banner background. As you continue on, there's a child chasing a dog playing around a fountain. The city looked like it was once extremely nice, but now it seems to be more crowded than anything. There are steam-powered machinations built into some of the buildings where you can see that they're providing some sort of warmth or fire to a forge or heat into a home. There are a number of things like that.
Well, it's definitely
Did we
very
wanna-
busy here.
Yeah, stay close together. You'll get
Yeah.
this apart.
It's weird that there's like sirens built in for the steam engines when they get hot.
You think so? I thought that was normal.
Why?
If anyone...
Well, I mean, the reason that they make the noise, we presume, is to like give a warning for people to move away. And okay, that's all. It seems kind of, I don't know.
So we just don't get run over.
They call it like a steam whistle.
Very interesting. I've never known these kind of sounds before.
Just stay on
So-
your feet. Don't let people knock you. Emmeline's gonna shoulder check someone as they kind of brush past her.
As
Watch it. Why'd you do
Watch
that?
where you're going.
I'm sorry. I've been having a really rough day. I was
I'm
looking down at the
sorry.
ground and lost. Why would you? This seems like you did that on purpose.
It's so
That was
crowded.
really
You'll have to
rude.
forgive me.
Hey, listen!
Can I-
don't you get?
can
Don't
I
you give
cast-
her a hard time?
Can I cast the cantrip Friends on him?
Oh my God!
What is the save against that?
That's
Wisdom 14.
wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's definitely wise.
Silver verbs.
That was a 3.
Okay, perfect. So he is now feeling very charmed by me, and we are friends.
And when it
Cute.
wears off, he's gonna be real pissed.
Yep. Yes, he will. So I think this misunderstanding is cleared.
Oh no, totally. That was my fault. I was not paying attention to where I'm going. It's good to see you again.
Of course.
Her name's Dory.
Dory, right. I knew that. My bad. Let's have a drink down at the pub later, right?
Yeah, we'll meet you down
All
there
right, we'll
probably
do that
tonight.
later. It's nice seeing you again, Dory. Excuse me.
I don't know why I said the last name that I heard the other day. I totally
No.
panicked.
I like
Oh.
I like the choice.
Yeah.
As they're all walking, walking through the city and everything, and resides on top of his Schnagel, an unseen mount and everything, he remembers what Father Maxim said to him, and he's looking out for people that are giving him odd looks.
Okay. And as you take a look around the town, we're going to take a quick mid-session break here, everybody. So, a little bit early, but
Yeah.
something's going on outside of our house, so we got to see what's going on.
Yeah, because
So we'll be back here
We don't-
momentarily. Let's give us about 10-15 minutes, and we'll see you here in a bit. Okay?
Just want me to do the thing, or just want to cut?
We'll just cut, and I'm
Okay.
we'll
Find
go
us
from
on the
there.
podcast networks, YouTube.
Smile and
We'll do
wave.
so.
Every
Okay,
Wednesday,
be
8
right
p.m.
back.
Eastern time. We love you.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the mid-session break of Prestige Encounters. Us players take this time to refresh ourselves and get a few more snacks, refill our drinks, in order to bring you a more exciting adventure. We would like to take this time to let you know about a few things that goes beyond our Dungeons & Dragons campaign. First and foremost, we have a Discord server at lichsouls.com/discord that you can join and then play a wide assortment of games with us, like Dead by Daylight, Sea of Thieves, first-person shooters, and more. The games we play together change as time goes on and new games are released, and you can join our Discord for more up-to-date information. You can even join us every Tuesday for our community game nights. If you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe once a month to one channel of your choice for free. Here at Lich Souls Gaming, we have streams that go beyond Dungeons & Dragons. Throughout the week, you can catch me live playing an assortment of games and even use your channel points that you earn during the streams in order to affect what happens in the stream itself. We have over 20 static and animated emotes that our subscribers get to use in our channel and other channels as well. So hit that subscribe button and join all the fun. Well, my cup of Players Tears is running dry, so I'm going to let our other cast members tell you about our amazing sponsors for the rest of the stream.
Hi there viewers, I'm Josh from Prestige Encounters, and I heard you wanted the best looking maps out of all your friends. Well, do I have you covered with Arkenforge, the best map making tool for all your TTRPGs. There are many different asset packs which can be used within Arkenforge, but if none of these tickle your fancy, then import your own and create anything your heart desires. When building those maps, you don't want to forget about these features such as built-in animation and music plugins to make your maps feel alive at every moment, touchscreen support with Fog of War which allows in-person play, and a dynamic lighting system to make even your nighttime maps look their best. Making maps has never been easier, but now I hear what you're saying. I don't like subscription fees, and that's okay. Neither do I. Arkenforge is luckily only a single time purchase, and we can help you out even more if you use code LICHSOULS at checkout. That's right folks, if you want the best maps around, use Arkenforge, and don't forget to use our code LICHSOULS at checkout.
Welcome to Prestige Tales.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you come in there. Welcome to another episode of Prestige Tales. Tonight, we tell the tale of the dungeon master who could. Once upon a time, there was a story of a dungeon master trying to weave a grand tale of heroes and monsters. While the prose was mighty, something was missing. Combat in its most epic form must come with epic music. Knowing that this was lacking, one day the dungeon master tried to create music of their own. Let's see what happened. A moment meant to be the culmination of their tale instead became a tragic end. Ashamed, the dungeon master walked off into the sunset, never to be seen again. The moral of this tale: be the dungeon master that could with Midnight Syndicate.
Yeah, and you all hear an angelic choral movement surrounding Casimir, which does not fit this music that's playing right now, which is fine because it's lovely music.
Midnight Syndicate are a talented musical production group creating gothic, horror, and fantasy music from your role-playing game at home. Don't be a natural 1, roll a natural 20 with Midnight Syndicate. These absolute legends can be found at www.midnightsyndicate.com on the YouTube, Alexa, Spotify, or Apple Music.
Oh, hey there, bud. Didn't see you there. Glad you could stop on by during your mid-session break there. Oh, I'm just having a cold one and watching the game here in memory of my late cousin. You may have heard of the guy, Prestige Pete Peterson. God rest his soul. Boy, I tell ya, old Pete there was a good man, and definitely did not fake his own death to throw off the scent of the IRS there. Oh, that's a touchdown. But if old Petey were here, he'd want me, his cousin, Lich Souls Larry, to tell you all about the incredible merch over there at the Lich Souls Gaming merch store. Every bit of merch you can think of to help support your favorite D&D stream. They got such things as t-shirts, hoodies, mouse pads, stickers, and so much more. So head on over to lichsouls.com/merch and pick yous up some merch there today. Well, I better get on up out of here and let you get back to your mid-session break there. Let me just find my coat and oh, when you know it, I'm already wearing it. But before I go, you know I got this nice casserole back at the house if you want to come on by and take it home with you. Wouldn't be no trouble at all. You can just bring the container back at your earliest convenience. Let me just try to find my coat here and oh, still wearing it. Oh, jeez. I swear my mind these days, it just ain't what it used to be. Speaking of losing their mind, you know who died recently?
Did you just yawn?
Yes.
Tell me, son, what have you been drinking to keep yourself hydrated and energized? Generic coffee brand? Fool! You should be drinking Rogue Energy. What's Rogue Energy? Well, I'm glad you asked. Rogue Energy is an energy drink made by gamers for gamers. It is made to be the ultimate gaming energy drink with 0 fillers, 0 added sugars, plenty of essential vitamins, and oh so low calories. You can be supremely energized and or hydrated without the monstrous macros of the competitors. Not to mention the wide array of delicious flavors that Rogue Energy and Hydration come in. That includes both the powder formula and canned energy drinks. And get this, Lich Souls Gaming knows that our viewers are hard-working and hard-gaming individuals that need that energy throughout the day. So you can use code LichSouls at checkout for a discount off your order of Rogue Energy. And how do you feel, young gamer? I feel great. Rogue Energy has been a complete game changer, and my order also came with this convenient shaker. You've really shown me some useful info, Mr. Rogue Sir. Now that is indeed what I love to hear.
And welcome back
everybody.
everyone. So the party is currently walking through the streets of Seeker's Rest, the city built by the Seekers.
Idiots.
The
They sound like they're
party
terrible.
of Campaign 2, and those who either caused or prevented what the world is could have become and what it is today.
And no sense of city development. What is?
Yep.
No, there's a lot. There's a lot here built.
I'm
Especially the
surprised there's
farmland.
not like. I'm surprised there's like no song introduction to this. You know, we've got one short day in Seeker's Rest.
So,
I was going
does
to do that
regard,
in 5 minutes,
By the way,
but thank
quit
you.
it. That's the name of the episode. One short day in Seeker's Rest.
I got it.
does Razad notice any dirty looks that he might be
So
getting?
looking around, there are a few that you're definitely picking up on. You, from what you saw outside the city, there was goblinoid bodies. And what you were told previously is that the tribes of Grimesh, which, you know, we picked up through conversation and when you first arrived here, have been raiding this area since the magical defenses went down.
Would any of you like to stop somewhere?
Do they have good
Before we
street
get-
food here?
Oh, of course.
I have
Is
the
it all like-
best. Would you like to try some of my wonderful meat skewers?
I wouldn't mind a meat skewer.
This like lizardoid man is talking. He has like these kind of orange and black splotchy scales. He has this yellow frill coming down. Not many of you have seen a lizard folk before, but this is one. Would you like to try?
What is that?
Are you talking about me or the food? Because one is very offensive. One I would like to answer.
The food, because it looks very good.
Oh, I have a wide variety of exotic meats.
Mm.
For once, he holds
Do
up
I-
one. It's like a small lizard on a stick.
Oh.
This here is a fire note. It's delicious.
Did you debone it?
spicy. It has been deboned. Yes, it was my cousin. Just kidding.
Oh.
No, that's a little joke.
I prefer the bones in it. That's why I was asking.
It has been deboned. I'm not an animal.
Come on, man.
Do you have one?
I
with
like
the
bones. Yeah, do you have one that's cooked with the bones in? I like
cook
it.
one on special request. Yes, throw my back.
Yeah. I'd take one of those if you have them.
What's a lizard bone?
Of course. Would you like sauce?
Boneless style.
Would I like sauce? What type of sauce do you have?
I got some sauce made from a local root plant. It is very spicy, slightly green.
That's my favorite. I highly recommend it.
Is that your only option?
No, I have some from the Caliban Empire, a fruit with orange flesh, made with some peppers and boiled into a reduction, syrupy and sweet yet spicy.
All right, I'll take one of those salamanders bone in with the root vegetable paste on it.
Very well. Anything else?
And I'll have what she's having, you know.
I
have
want the same
cockatrice.
just without the bones, please. I
have
don't want any
rats,
bones.
Squirrel.
Just the same with no bones.
Very well.
And-
So he'll take your order of a variety of meats that this man contains and put them on a small like charcoal grill he has on top of his cart. Think of like the grills that you find at public parks. These metal things you're supposed to shove charcoal in and light and somehow grill on them, but they're never quite clean of all like the burnt pieces of the previous food before.
That's what
where all the flavor is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it gives the extra zhuzh to it.
Yeah.
Emlyn orders rats. She gets rats on a
The
stick.
usual, yes, I see.
You know me, Kirsten. Kirsten.
Yes, many people miss the emphasis on the on. Yes,
It's been a while.
Yes, it is okay.
Yes.
I shall forgive you this once, Emmeline. Never again, though.
She'll tip him a whole gold.
This covers the food
Gotta
and
just
more.
cook it.
Much obliged.
Of course. We'll see you again.
Mm.
And you know,
You know, Emmeline.
the meat is very good. It is tender, whether with or without bone. And you know, one he was describing like a mango habanero glaze, and the other one's like a wasabi, dried wasabi powdered coating. But yeah.
Here, Valerie, do you want
One
to try?
of those two options might kill me.
It's extremely spicy. You should try it.
I'd just say the spice is good. I don't eat mangoes.
Oh?
Ooh, I'll try it.
She'll kind of offer it over. Here. Just, there's the fountains over there.
Do you eat the tail as well?
Yeah, you chew on it. It's really good for your teeth.
Yeah,
I'm just like my dragon. I can
He just
breathe
kinda
fire
eats it
now.
in
It's
one
that
bite.
spicy.
Chewy.
Crunchy.
You see
Well,
Rosad
kinda like-
just straight up crunching through the bones.
I like the spice, huh?
Can you quiet the fuck down eating those bones, my guy?
We can't be quiet eating bones. That's the whole point of bones. Is supposed to be crunchy. The meat is tender and the bones are crunchy.
Mm-mm.
It's where you get the protein. It just keeps you strong. That's why you're so pale. You don't eat a good diet.
You know, this is
Rude.
there's no offense to you, Emmeline, but you're doing a pretty shit job at making sure people don't notice you yet.
Oh, well, it's that was already out the window once, you know, Gore exposed me.
I guess so.
I don't know if that's true, but
Well, he knows me.
Do we just go to your house at this point?
That's where I'm heading, unless you would like to stop somewhere else. DM, did we ever end up actually getting valuables from that cave? Because I remember Father Maxim telling us that there were going to be a lot of really good valuables in
He
that
said
cave.
you can keep whatever valuables you find. And you found a chalice.
And somebody found more stuff, but yeah, we don't know that.
I don't know how good our funds are for spending.
I mean, I assume gold is gold,
Yes.
except it's not. I mean,
Like
is there
15
like
gold.
Is there like a bank that we could exchange some of our currency?
Do we need to exchange currency, Michael?
It's not the currency to this continent. But you haven't tried to use it quite yet, except for with Kirsten. You might need to, you don't know. But also your family probably might be able to, this is what you would assume.
Is there like so there's is there like a visible keep, like the old keeper's keep?
The keep
Seeker's
is
Keep,
there,
right?
but except the tree that you planted in the Great Hall has, so you're the previous party, has grown above the roof, and the canopy's kind of enveloping a massive part of the top of it.
Huh.
And what you see is like there's this like thin silvery veil around the like visible, just largely around the inner walls that surround the keep itself.
So the question is, do you live in a keep or somewhere
Oh,
else?
no. Yeah.
You
Most
start-
people have to be summoned there.
Start to notice, like as you come to these crossroads, like every fountain that you've come across has a statue of somebody erected on top of it, and the fountain is actually part of that sculpture. The one you're looking at currently is a proud, muscular cut, curly-haired man with a gap-toothed smile, with his hands on his hips and a cloak kind of billowing around. Has a sash kind of coming down and clipping here with a kind of like gladius-like skirt around his waist.
Dude looks like a fucking dope.
I don't know. He looks pretty muscular.
He looks like fun.
He must. These must be the Seekers, huh? Emily, do you
They're-
have like, pictures of all of them?
Well, there are statues and there's plaques too. She'll kind of point to under this fountain where there's this little section that's been chiseled and turned into a plaque, kind of stating who they are and what their big thing was.
What's Cielnor?
Cielnor?
Yeah.
That's a big question.
Make
It
a
was,
history check there, Emmeline. Unless
Place
you
that
want to
used
try
to
to remember.
exist.
It's.
I might need a little help. 26. I know it was
26.
place.
Sealanor was a city that was once said to be gifted by the gods. It was a city built upon a floating mountaintops. When the Tears of Tumace happened, the mountaintops that were powered by their divine or common magic came crashing down onto the mountainside. However, Daeon managed to evacuate most of the population, those who would go, and they relocated here. And over the past 5 decades, the blood of these ASMRs have been diluted, or they lost their kind of divine bloodline through the Tears of Tumace itself. They became mundane.
Yeah, the judgment hasn't faded though. There's a lot of judgy people.
Okay. So, do some of these seekers still live here then?
They don't live here. No. They visit.
So do they have like... She leans in and kind of quietly. Do they keep like loot in that keep? Like, they have Power of Adventures. They probably have really interesting items they locked away, you know?
Emmeline's eyes are just gonna kind of widen.
She like waves Rosette over. Like, I mean, like legendary heroes. It's have really good stuff, huh?
I wouldn't know anything about that.
You know, as much as a good score sounds wonderful, I feel like I don't need any more scrutiny right now.
Speaking of Ross, as someone walks by, he spits in front of you on the ground.
Hey, what's your problem?
Valerie spits on their shoes as they do that.
Make an intimidation check.
I can do that. It's an 11.
11.
That's an investigation check.
Oh, you're right.
This is charisma based.
That's a 13.
13 is less?
No, it's more.
That's
13 more. 13 is more than 11. That is correct. For some reason, I was looking at the 4 and I was like, what? I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking.
What 4?
Oh, shut up. Let me roll.
Oh, the plus 4. It's a plus 6, yeah.
He doesn't react. He just keeps walking, wipes it off.
You keep fucking walking. Pieces of shit.
Bitch.
It's okay. Let's just keep moving.
Yeah. Next time you slash the throat. Wait, no.
I like the idea.
Okay, this is good. We're fine. We're fine.
It'll be okay.
But if I kill one of them, I can take the shadow.
Let's not do that at the moment.
We have to
maybe
make
wait till nighttime.
We're almost there, though. My mom's house is pretty close to the wall. The inner wall.
As you walk for about 10-15 more minutes, you come to a slightly larger house than you would see. I wouldn't quite say a manor. There is a iron fence surrounding it with a small garden throughout, a greenhouse out back. There is a small stone structure to the side, which Emily explains is the family mausoleum, along with a building attached to it that has kind of a very black ash rising out of it, or smoke, one would say.
Emmeline will kind of shake her hands a little bit. She stands at the door, and she'll actually take off her gloves for the first time that any of you, except for Valerie, has ever seen. And her hands are kind of burned and scarred from previous work that she had done, but nothing too dramatic. Okay.
Gives her a quick shoulder rub. You got this, you got this. You got this coming.
All right, we got this. She's gonna knock.
As you knock, the door swings open, and there is a elvish man wearing this kind of well, I would say robe, but has a leather apron around it, as he appears to be more of a worker. Wearing these very thick goggles, kind of like suit around the eyes. He looks down as he's slightly taller, around the same height as Emmeline.
Luca?
Emmeline?
You have grown. Wow.
I would say you shrunk.
Perhaps.
Luca, who's at the door? You might want to come see for yourself. Stepping into view is a woman wearing a kind of dressier pants and a white tunic, still in a more feminine fashion, with purple hair straightened that goes down past the shoulders, these bright green eyes, slightly wrinkles around her eyes. Emmeline.
Hi, Mom. And she'll just kind of rush in and give her a big hug. Hi.
Have you been eating a lot? Looks like you might have gained a little bit of weight.
Yeah, I've been eating great. My friends have been taking care of me.
Friends?
Speaking
she
of...
kind of looks past.
Yes. This is Valerie. And she'll kind of gesture.
A graceful bow. Fans
She's the one
snapping open and closed, and then kind of snapping open again, and she kind of like twirls it, spinning it from arm to arm, and settling it into her other hand. Count to meet you. I've heard so much about you.
And that's the one I wrote the letter to you about. And this is Talia and Naoki.
Hey,
and Razan.
Hello, ma'am. I present her like a black rose.
How lovely. Thank you. And you have two forge companions? Do they carry your bags?
No. Well, the smaller one does, but the taller one, Crom, he's very important in the other continent.
Pleasure's mine.
And you have... She'll look at Rosad. A friend from the tribes.
So...
Not from around here. From the other continent.
Where we are from, his people have a civilization similar to your own. They're educated wizards, learning, building cities. They're not like these tribes of Ramash that your people seem to fear. They are civilized.
I see, and that one. Have you been experimenting again?
No. No, you told me I could never bring that into the house. I wouldn't do that. He's normal. This is Renatus. Say hi, Renatus.
He's a champion of Graftraya.
Ah. Well, you're here. I guess you should come in.
I'd appreciate that. Yeah. You know, we just traveled to the
Step
bar.
aside slowly, the door kind of creaking on its hinges as she opens it for you. That's elongated.
Evelyn will hold her hand kind of to the side and welcome everyone in.
We are a no-shoes household.
No problem here.
Nice. Take off my cool ass boots. Shoo.
Let me roll something. What is everyone's perception? Like passive perception?
17.
15.
12.
14.
Okay.
I will
So
say,
Rosad,
go ahead.
I'm just gonna say that Rosad's the only one who, if he cares to notice, is noticing that Evelyn is sweating. She is like just drenched. Okay.
He just kind of chuckles softly to himself and he takes off his boots.
I will say, Emlyn, that we don't have enough room to host your friends for the night. They are welcome to be here for dinner, but we just simply don't have the space.
Does Emily not have a room?
It has been repurposed into an office.
Oh.
Oh.
So
Where did
nice.
you put my things?
In the cellar, your sister needed the space to do her own pursuit of knowledge and study.
Of course. Well, we'll stay for dinner.
Emlyn, please stand
and
up
I do
straight
need
when you're
to...
talking to me. I'd appreciate it. Thank
Yes,
you.
ma'am. We're just gonna grab some items and then eat dinner, and we'll be on our way.
Of course. You're all welcome to stay for dinner. As always, this is your home after all.
We'll be in the cellar. She's gonna kind of rush everyone into the cellar.
Valerie has taken her time taking her boots off because it takes a long time to undo that many laces, but it's okay. Kind of
Oof.
slams them off, pulls some
Do not like-
slippers out of her bag and slips them on. Not going barefoot.
I've just got socks on, hopefully.
He goes
Hey,
to
no pushing.
Emlyn, whispering a little too loud as they go. Taught for her to stand up straight with you sitting on her back.
Emlyn will just kind of grab Valerie by the shoulders and
Yeah.
kind of push her towards the cellar. And once we're down there, Emlyn's gonna crash out a little bit, throw some boxes. Fucking bitch.
This woman seems very insufferable.
I wouldn't say insufferable. More like she's so uptight, you'd think she would have a stick up her ass.
Probably does.
Maybe she does.
My mom
She might have
is...
fallen on a stick when she was a child and it's up there
No.
permanently.
She just has high standards, and that's how we've been able to maintain what we have. She just... I thought she would have more room for us. I didn't think that she would get rid of it.
Can clearly see who the favourite child is. Which is very unfortunate for you.
Well, it's nothing new. Emily will kind of mage hand and just take a big drag and kind of look around. If you all would like to sort through these boxes, that's why I'll be my guest. When she says dinner, she means an earlier supper, a little light. She'll get us out of here pretty quick.
You think your sister will join us?
If she's home.
Maybe we should go and see her room.
That's not... I don't know if that's a good idea.
Well, I'm not meaning me. I'm meaning the two more adept ones, as you will.
I don't think we want to wander around Emmeline's house without her.
Totally out of character, guys. If you do want to walk around the house, you kind of can, but Emily just won't be coming with you. Back in character.
Are you sure
I'm gonna
we
just look through these boxes. Emily's gonna kind of wipe her eyes and face away from the party and go through.
Are you
one of the
sure we
boxes.
can't kill her?
Of course not.
I would love to.
We could curse her.
We don't want to do
No.
that. I'm just.
Fireball.
I cannot believe she's treating you this way. I mean, she does not see how brilliant you are, and she has no understanding of what you've accomplished.
She knows. She knows, and she values me. She's just hard on me.
Well,
To be the best me I can be.
I understand hard teachers, but my mother was nothing but kind. Is nothing but kind.
Well, Emily's gonna kind of take a sharp breath in. Glad to hear that.
I mean, she never put you through knife training with actual knives when you were 14, right?
Not that I can recall.
Okay. That was one of my teachers. You've probably
Alright.
seen a couple of the scars on my side. If you like to hit
I guess you have me beat.
Yeah. No. I would still take that over this condescending bullshit.
Ah, it's nothing to dwell on. Would you mind helping me, everyone?
Of course. Yeah.
Make an investigation check. With advantage, please, Emlyn.
A 16.
16. Looking around, in the back corner, kind of like buried behind other crates, is a few of your items that you find. You find some of your flasks, some vials. You find a few of your paper notes, of sketches of anatomic drawings, that sort of thing. Arcane hypotheses that you had, and that sort of thing. But from the positioning, this is very far back in the cellar with stuff put on top of it. It seems that this room was not cleared out recently.
You didn't even wait for your room to get cold, huh?
Are there any missing items that I might have to try to find in my sister's new room or office?
Looking at your things, I mean, there are a few things that appear to be missing. There's a few clothes, few clothing items. Notice that there's a particular brooch that might have been a family heirloom that is missing.
Well, and then we'll kind of just shove these things into the bag of holding. I guess what we have, but I feel like I'm missing something. I need to go upstairs.
Of course. I'll go with you.
Of course.
You all
are
if anyone else takes what they want from down here?
Oh, no. No. I'm sure my mother would notice eventually, but you all are free to walk the grounds, visit the mausoleum if you like, sit in the waiting area. I'll be quick. You can come with if you'd like, but I can understand if it might be boring.
You're not going anywhere in this house without me.
I'm happy to come with her.
Okay.
Coming
Yeah, so she'll just head up
from the cellar into the this back hallway that kind of comes back into the main foyer of the house. You see that elvish man kind of dusting off knickknacks. How did you find what you were looking for?
Most of it. You remember when I left, right?
I mean, it wasn't too long ago.
Of course. Well, it seems like they were quick to move my things.
Oh, about 3 days after you departed, we were told to move the stuff down to the cellar.
3 days?
I actually am a little surprised. It's 2 days longer than I thought she'd give me. You know how her curfew was.
Is there anything I can get you, Miss Emily? Would you like some tea?
No, No. Maybe my friends might. But is my sister home? Is Robin home?
I believe she's in the greenhouse, making sketches of the carnivorous plants.
Great.
Oh, you have you have a greenhouse?
And your mother is in her study, feeding Vorgax.
Is the study the same as the office? They're different.
It would be the same. Her office,
Okay.
yeah. which is the room adjacent to this one.
I will go in there really quick just to make sure I got everything. But my friends may like a tour.
Certainly.
If you'd like to stop dusting.
Of course.
Thank you, Luca. And she'll turn and head into the other room.
Into the room, kind of holding kind of these almost rancid pieces of meat between two like chopsticks, bringing up to a very large perched vulture's mouth. Is your mother. Oh, there you are, my sweet. Oh, just not too much. Did you find what you were looking for, dear?
Most of it. Did you move everything
I
out of
cannot
here?
hear you when you mumble. Could you speak up, please?
Did you move everything out of here, Mom?
I moved what? I told him to move everything out of your room and put a desk in there. What are you looking for?
Well, and Emily's just gonna kind of start walking around and rummaging. I sent you a letter and you never responded, but I'm sure you just got busy.
I do get busy.
About
It
what
is
happened.
very busy here.
Mm-hmm. And I wanted to replicate what happened, and I need to make sure I have all the tools, to create the same stable experiment. You would, the way you taught me. Repetition.
But you're welcome to look around the house for whatever you might need. I, however, need to run into town and get a couple more items from the market before they close for the day for the meal. We're not expecting so many guests to be added last minute. You know how I appreciate my planning.
I'm sorry.
No, of course. It wasn't your fault. It wasn't... You must have forgotten what my preferences are.
It's been a few years, but
yes,
I look
just a
forward to
few.
eating dinner with you. And will Robin be joining us?
I do not know. That is up to them.
All right.
Anyway, good luck with your search. Don't be too forgetful now. I'll see you for dinner time.
Yes,
and she'll
ma'am.
just walk up and just give you a quick peck on the cheek, not on the cheek, but next to your ear, rather yeah.
Like an Italian, mwah, mwah, yeah.
Throw on a cloak and she'll be out the door. Go to make an investigation check.
Yeah, we're gonna start pulling out drawers, looking around, because there's something missing. There's something missing.
Quiet, but she was in the room the whole time. She'll help you look, but you don't need it, I guess.
I got a 20, but
So
we'll roll
when you
again
begin
just
to
for
open
fun.
up
21.
wardrobes, you start looking through a ledger book. Valerie, you walk over to a kind of a dresser kind of thing, or stand with a drawer, and you open it up and you find a stack of wax sealed envelopes.
Pulls them out. Looks. Is this Emmeline's seal?
They are all letters written by Emmeline, unopened.
So Valerie will, before Emmeline can see it, slip them into the bag of holding.
There's nothing in this drawer either.
Absolutely. 14.
Emmeline, what is your passive perception?
My passive perception. Great question here. Let me go ahead and find that bad boy. That's going to be 11.
So you do not notice
That's gonna
this
be an 11.
as Valerie quickly slips these letters into the bag of holding.
I need. Oh, go for it. Go.
Are there any other letters there that don't look like they're from Emmeline that might be opened?
Not that you can see.
No. Okay. So what were you looking for?
I'm missing. She's kind of looking around. I need my wand.
Oh, what does it look like?
Well, fits the theme. She'll kind of gesture and then point to her hat where those finger bones are on top. It's like one of these, but longer.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. My father, he gave it to me, passed it on. So, and I used it during that experiment, but I can't seem to find it.
Is your mother sentimental enough that she would put it on his grave or mausoleum?
Maybe, yeah. She spends a lot of time in there every night, but...
And on the final stop of our tour, here is the Madam's study. Over there in the corner is Vorgax, her pet vulture, in the latter years of his life.
Jeez, how old is that thing?
Older than me.
Anyway, we have started preparing your meals for this evening, and I expect when the Madam returns, we'll have the meal in about an hour and a half from now.
Of course. You wouldn't happen to know where... You wouldn't have happened to have seen the wand that Emmeline had been using? Her father gifted it to her since her disappearance?
I'm not sure. Perhaps you could ask Emmeline's sister. She is in the greenhouse.
Okay. Seems like the best place to go.
Yeah, like if we have to.
Well, I'm curious to see. At least. She might know where it is. That's what we came for. You've got to suffer a little bit sometimes to get what you want.
Just don't... Yeah. Emmeline's obviously extremely insecure right now, so she's just gonna kind of wander towards the back. Come on, guys.
You can do it.
Is she not very nice?
She's too nice. She's
too nice.
Smarter than me.
How can someone be smarter than you? You, know everything.
Those steam machines that you saw in the city, she helps with those. That's the whistle that you loved, Valerie. That was her thing.
It's almost like a bunch of sirens.
Yeah.
You approach this large glass. Go ahead, Josh. Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
I mean, I watched you turn on an old Xeraxian base without ever seeing one before. I'm sure that is much more impressive than these steam machines. I mean, Daka was pretty smart, and I don't think he would have been able to do that.
Maybe we should have brought Thorn out here.
Maybe.
I don't think he would have survived.
He was dead anyways, but...
I appreciate the kind words, everyone. We'll make this really quick.
You approach the glass shed that is the greenhouse, a mossy cobblestone path kind of leading up to it. It's quite large.
Did you already go inside when he gave you the tour?
We just looked on the outside. He said not to go in.
There's signage, but be careful of what you touch. And she'll kind of open the greenhouse.
In the greenhouse, there are a wide variety of plants, both from mundane and magical backgrounds. A large vine kind of like slithers away, kind of creating this like wet slurping sound as it moves along the walls, kind of retracting away from the light that's let in from the outside. There is these small plants that are planted within some sort of humanoid skull. There are a number of Venus flytraps and pitcher plants. There are dried plants hanging from the rafters for a variety of medicinal means. Talia, go ahead and make me a medicine check, please. Or nature check, sorry.
Nature? Awesome.
Nature.
Just her?
Oh, shit, I've done it with
I was giving you
advantage.
advantage, I just didn't say that. It was 20.
Oh.
So
30.
the...
Nice.
What you recognize from the plants is that some of these are sedative-like plants, similar to a family of nightshade. That in the proper doses, they can be very poisonous, but in the professional dose, one would say, can cause someone to be kind of like a sleep paralysis, like a paralysis that is similar to, what am I trying to say? Anesthesia,
like coma sort of thing.
Yes, that sort of thing. And some of it's also meant for like preservation, that sort of thing.
Some interesting plants you have in here.
Yeah, a lot of work has gone into this, and she'll kind of look around for Robin.
Emmeline?
Hey, Robin.
Oh my gosh, where have you been? And then this girl that is about the same height, very identical looking, but not like identical twin to Emmeline, except her hair is black. Her nose is still kind of to the same point. Her eyes are still that greenish color. Runs up and gives Emmeline a big hug. Her hair also is longer, similar to her mom's.
She'll return the hug with a couple pats.
I've been so worried about you.
Yeah, no, I just, no need. It's all.
Then you brought friends. Hi, I'm Robin. It's so nice to meet you. Welcome. I'm sorry. Have you been given any sort of like refreshment? I have freshly baked cakes I made this morning. I have tea. I also have other exotic drinks from the Calaban Empire. I have some sort of. What can I get you?
Sorry, you're not aware of where Emmeline's been? She's been sending letters to your mother for all the years that she's been missing.
Oh, no. Mother mostly leaves me alone to pursue my studies.
Okay. That's interesting.
You've been sending letters?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I would love to hear about your adventures.
Good. Then you can have them, and she pulls them out of her bag of holding.
What?
She didn't even bother to open them.
What?
Damn.
Oh shit.
Told you I didn't like her.
Why do you have these?
They were in your mother's study, and she's literally holding them to Robin. She has done a great deal. And your mother never even bothered to give her the care to see what she was writing about, what she was doing. She was in a new continent, a new place.
Oh, I'm sure she didn't mean it like that. Mother loves all of us. I'm sure she just put the perhaps one of the servants just put them in the desk.
And all of them are left unopened? Seems a bit coincidental, don't you think?
Well, I mean, Emily and I used to play pranks on the housemaid. She might be rather spiteful after all these years. You never know. She doesn't get the mail every morning.
Wait, let me see this. I'm gonna kind of snatch some of the letters.
Valerie will shift her voice just her vocal cords into the mother's and repeat all of the nasty things to Robin that she's been saying to Emmeline.
That
In
is
the
a
mother's voice.
Wonderful trick. You must. Where did you meet her?
In I can tell you over dinner. She's kind of looking through these letters and she's like checking the dates on them.
And all the seals are still closed.
Mm-hmm. And she'll kind of tidy him up, hand him over to
Things have
Robin.
been going so well here at the keep. You know, I am working for Silas Alash, the Lord of the Keep now. I'm one of the head engineers of the city.
I saw. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you. And you know, it's been a really wonderful experience, and I'm so sad that you've missed it these past few years. But I'm working on a really big project. We're trying to get a source of water from the mountains, and I have to find a way to transport out. I'm thinking of some sort of bridge, but to transport the water here. And since it's had a higher elevation, it can be used to supply even directly to the houses, using the difference of height and different sized pipes.
Why don't you just pump the water up to different levels and use water towers to maintain the pressure?
Well, that's sort of what I'm doing. I'm sorry. I didn't get your name.
The city I'm from is built into a massive chasm leading into the depths of the world. So to get water distributed to the upper levels, sometimes they have to use steam pumps to actually move it. My name is Valerie. Sorry, I'm from the great city of Veneria. Honestly, the greatest city in the world. You would be fascinated. We have trains and lifts to transport us from area to area because the city is so vast that it would take you weeks to journey from end to end.
And she looks past you, and you are. Oh my lords! You're Zoraxin.
You know the Zoraxin?
So I've been told.
I've come across the Toma too on some of the engineering of that empire. I'm a wandering trader. We do get many types here. And you have an autonome.
His name is Bitty.
It has a name.
Yes, Bitty. Bitty is our companion.
I am still figuring out my purpose in life.
Your purpose is to
pass butter.
To pass butter. Couldn't do it.
Oh my god.
You know that they have a switch right here under and she switches, she reaches under Bitty's neck and like kind of pulls a lever and he collapses into a small metal sphere that can be fit in the palm of your hand.
Yo.
Bitty, can you hear us?
How do we undo that?
Well, he's been also just our traveling companion for the most part. We're adventurous.
Oh, I'm so jealous. You know, you get to go out into the big world. I'm just here serving the lordship of this town as its head engineer. I'm so jealous of you.
I mean, why don't you come with us? You can study new technologies in the field instead of worrying about pleasing just this people. You can see the world, make a bigger impact than just bringing water to this town. There are nations of goblins with civilization. There are honestly, you would love in there. It's just fascinating technologically, and you could see where Emmeline works.
It would be really nice to see where the Zoraxins were from the book. I've learned a little bit about their engineering, and I would love to take a look at this autonome.
You'd have to get stronger. You know, it's really tough out there.
Oh,
I don't know.
You'd have to level up a little.
I'm not sure if you're ready.
Yeah.
You're
I mean,
probably
I
right.
think the things you're doing are great, really, truly the civil engineering, but the things we're doing are just a little more
Cerebral?
elevated, cerebral, dangerous.
Experimental.
A look at disappointment will kind of like flash across her face. She looks a little hurt by this.
But
no, you're right. I don't have much experience outside the city. I haven't even been to Belanos. It's so close. Mother won't let me leave. She says the goblin parties are too dangerous.
Yeah.
And she'll pull out a small object from a belt loop. Even with Father's wand, she won't let me go.
Give that to me. Why do you have that? Emily's gonna instinctively reach out, kind of snatch it from her.
She'll kind of like pull back. Mother said that Father wanted me to have it.
No, he gave it to me.
And look at this wand. You see a wand that seems to be carved out of some sort of bone. You don't know what. With a silver band around the handhold with a small red ruby rested into it. So this metal band kind of separates the handle from the rest of it with these runes carved into it in this small ruby.
Why is she just...
I mean, Evelyn, if you want it, you can have it. I didn't know it meant so much to you.
Robin. Emily's just gonna grab Robin by her shoulders. You don't
Emily, you're hurting
understand
me.
what I have been through. You do not understand. You would not know what to do in the situations I've been put into. And she wants to give you the wand for what? You don't even do magic. She'll kind of push her and she'll just say, "This is ridiculous."
Robin will kind of like hit her hip on one of the wooden garden benches.
It should have been you. It should have fucking been you. And she'll just kind of leave. Just storm out with the wand.
Oh. Robin will wipe her eye. I'm sorry, and then kind of dust herself off. I'm sure dinner will be soon. It was so nice to meet you.
Can I give you a word of advice? Be your own woman. Lead a life that is not captured in here. Your mother has done nothing but hurt her and protect you from your own potential. I will do anything for your sister, but I will not allow your mother to continue to destroy both of your lives. Understand?
Okay.
She is going to be one of the most powerful wizards who's ever lived in this world.
If you excuse me, I need to go clean up for dinner.
Of course. She gives her like a pat.
You please turn Bitty back on.
Does prestidigitation and just like cleans her clothing up entirely. Magic is still out there.
You just push, and she'll show like there's a small like circle on the top of the sphere. You just press down on that.
Oh, thank you.
Do we still have that one part for him?
Yeah, I got it in my bag.
Then to install the upgrade. Anyways, I'm going to go talk to... And she goes after Emmeline, ignoring everything else, leaving the Robin just the cleanest she's ever been. I don't know if she's ever been magically cleaned by someone.
I've never heard anybody being petty enough to clean somebody else up, but you somehow pulled it off. I'm
yeah.
I can, if you want, I can see if I can add that to your companion.
Please. And he'll just like hand over the component.
I would need that sphere back.
Hands that over to you. Take good care of him.
I'll be in my office. I mean Emmeline's room. If you need me until dinner.
Okay.
She'll kind of like push past all of you. Clearly like starting to tear up. Valerie, you follow Emlyn, and you find the family mausoleum, the door open.
Yeah, and when you come in, eventually you'll see Emlyn just standing. There are quite a few of these metal sarcophagi, or some are metal and some are stone, obviously depending on the date. But she'll be
Is that
standing.
the plural for sarcophagus?
Sarcophagi? Yeah, I thought.
I'm
But,
not actually questioning it. Just sounds funny.
But she'll be in the back, up against the wall, and she'll have one of these open, and she'll just be like leaned over it, staring into it. Yes.
You know, do you really hate her?
Of course not.
She's a victim as well.
And she didn't go missing for years.
No,
And
that's
she wasn't forgotten about.
That's not her fault, is it?
No.
She actually loves you. And I think she would have gone in your place if she could. But as much as it's horrible that your mother didn't care, if you weren't there, we would never have met you. You're the only good thing that's happened in my life so far that's actually real.
And Evelyn doesn't really give you the chance to actually look at her much, but she'll turn around and swoop you into a big hug right around the arms. I thought she would have been happier. That's all.
He deserves to be happier than she is, just like you do. It's time that we let your mother know that it's not okay.
Evelyn will look back at her father's sarcophagus. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe it is.
Even if it's the last time you get to see her, let her know how you feel. You're powerful.
Yeah. And when Evelyn pulls back, she is a mess. She looks horrible. Her face is puffy. She's been sobbing in this mausoleum. I just need a little cleaning up before I go in there.
Yeah, let me just to redo your makeup a little bit and
You know I keep it simple.
yeah. It's okay. You don't need to impress her. Well, you shouldn't need to try to impress her, should I say. Because you are impressive.
She's done great things, so I know what you're saying, and I recognize, but
I mean, really the only good thing she did was bring you into this world.
she's done a lot more than that, and I fear she may bring it up in the conversation ahead of us, but
Well, I mean,
it's
if all
nothing I
else
haven't heard
fails,
before.
if all else fails, Talia can just get revenge for for her parents.
No.
No, it's okay. I won't let that happen. I won't let that happen.
She'll just start sobbing again.
Yeah, that's just like wipes the tears. I'm sorry. You know, I'm a shit. I joke too much. Not really sure what to do in these moments of.
Me neither.
Was
She'll say.
up too, but like, at least they supported me.
And then after some time together down there, I assume they'll head back up to the group, who's probably, I don't know, what is the group doing in this
Having
moment?
drinks.
What are they? They just went into the house and started partying it up.
Rosad's picking stuff up off of shelves to look at them closely and then just setting them down while the like, butler or whatever's looking at him.
In like a different place. Like
Just slightly off to the side.
Yeah. I love you as a house guest.
I'm honestly just thinking how much I do not like your mother.
Putting
And I'm very
food on every plate and then just leaving it there. Sorry.
Nick is just taking the flower arrangements that look dried and kind of dead and just putting some more life into them.
Those weren't meant to be dead. We're working on drying them.
Well,
they're not anymore.
Dinner is ready. We were just waiting on you to join us. Stepping into the lobby. Always keeping us waiting. And it's okay, dear. We'll just go into the dining room.
Of course.
This place is like a fucking stage play.
What do you mean?
Oh,
Right?
Insightful.
It's just like I always say. Anyway, so the party goes into the dining room, and there are these sconces with these the candle lights. There's a candle, a chandelier as well, with these kind of mage lights that are giving off this soft blue glow. There's kind of just a general purplish blue hue across this room. That's kind of cut in places by the red orange light of the candles. There is a wide spread on the table. It appears that this family has gone to, for the very little amount of time of prep time they had, there is a very large, extravagant meal. Let's sit down, your family butler wins in here. I made sure to put some extra of your favorites on the table.
Thank you.
Robin will also join. Your mom taking the head of the table. Robin will take the seat next to her.
Amelin will sit in her used to be spot because she assumes she can still sit there, which would be on the opposite side. Kind of next to the other side of her mother.
Hopefully everything
This
is to
looks-
your liking.
It looks fantastic. May we begin serving?
Of course, if you can do the honors.
Yes. Evelyn will again remove her gloves and begin kind of serving everyone.
A feast. No.
What's that?
What a lovely feast.
Are you not used to meals of this proportion where you're from?
Not particularly, no.
She's been orphaned twice.
Okay, we don't need to bring that up at the table, thank you.
Sorry.
Only
in a conversation.
Only for great festivals did we do this much of a arrangement of food.
I'm guessing that was an arrangement of nuts and berries of different types.
Oh no, we would actually go hunting.
Oh.
With his mentors or Kifli.
Mm-hmm.
A local kind of flashed across her face for just a moment, but she manages this to cover it. I see. My family has lived in Secret Stress since its beginning. We were one of the first families here. Actually, my father and mother settled down, and we have become an important part of its culture since then.
Renatus, did you want yams? Okay.
You know, when
she'll kind of put them to the side.
magic left this world, there was a very large amount of dead. And we became the keepers of those dead. We took over the burials, the cremations. All because the gods decided to leave us.
Oh. I don't know how much of a choice it was. Emily will kind of bite into a turkey leg immediately after she says that.
You know, Emmeline, the work has been piling up since you decided to leave.
You didn't replace me on that front?
You know it's a family business, dear.
You didn't seem to really be interested in her return. I'm surprised you didn't hire a replacement.
She would return eventually.
Great soup, Mrs. Q.
I guess the question is, how would you know when she was going to return if you never read any of her letters?
Bam.
No, when you're running a business with just by yourself, your daughter is off being an engineer, and you're the only one left to run the family business, you don't have time for such pleasures.
It only takes a moment to read a letter, unless are you illiterate? Is that the issue? Does your brilliant daughter Robin do all of the reading for you?
No, that's not it. It's... But they were really important. Why didn't you take them to the mausoleum and read them with Dad?
I haven't been to the mausoleum in some time. And we do not talk about your father at the table. You should know better. You're a smart girl. Act like it, please.
You should know better than to give my things to Robin.
Enough.
And Emily will kind of stab at a broccoli.
Can I have some more wine?
For the first time you'll see this, Emmeline's mother will kind of flick her hand and a mage hand will show up and pour you wine from a flagon.
Oh, I see magic runs in the family.
Some
And you kind
magic.
of open the letters with the mage hand? Just saying.
So,
Sorry, I
did
got
your sister
something
tell you
stuck in my
about
throat.
the success that she's had around the city? We are quite proud of her sister. She has done an amazing job in her profession, truly helping those around her.
Oh, I mean, Evelyn and we as a party just killed a vampire lord that was harassing the people of Stagreach. I'm kind of saddened that the people of Seeker's Rest provided no support to your closest neighbors that way. Or you don't know heroes here anymore?
Oh, I don't know if you've noticed. We've been dealing with our own issues. You know, since the Queen decided to pursue her past, we've been a fractured country.
Yeah, we've met her recently, I believe.
We've been dealing with goblinoid raiding parties.
No, we met the Queen in the elemental plane of Earth, which is where we were before we got here.
You see, Robin, this is not the life I wanted for you. It's far too dangerous. While your sister was off playing a hero, she could have lost her life and we never would have known.
Well, you would have known if you read my letters. And you know what? Robin can make that choice for herself. Like you said, she's so smart.
Oh, she would never want to be an adventurer. Isn't that right, Robin? Yes, Mom.
Why don't you let her tell the truth instead of pressuring her to the answer you want her to give?
You're gonna let
Ask
your friend
her.
talk to me like this, Emmeline.
I'm not her friend.
Dun, dun, dun.
And she leans over and kisses Emmeline.
Oh shit. Emily's just gonna kind of...
Your daughter's become a woman of her own.
I meant to tell you, Mom.
I think
Like,
you
well,
did.
you meant to, I did. The letter. You should have read them. I know
And
you're busy, but
this is why
didn't
your
you miss me?
sister is far more deserving of your father's wand than you.
Oh. Oh.
Except she
sorry.
can't use it.
Yeah, you wouldn't know.
With enough practice, she can. I'm sorry.
She can't do half the things I do.
She shouldn't do half the things you do. Do you not realize or remember why you're not welcome in the city to begin with?
Because you're so afraid that something's gonna go so wrong and I'm gonna mess up the whole city.
Because you violated the dead.
Yeah? You want to see how much better at that I've gotten? Emily will kind of stand up. You want to see how well I can violate the dead, Mom? I can show you since you never read my letters.
Your mother stand up and kind of this like glow will start to happen in her eyes. Do you want to do this?
You're not really leaving me a choice, Mom. I brought you my friends. I bring you my vulnerability. I missed you. And you don't seem to miss me.
What color is the glow of her eyes?
It is a pale turquoise.
Emmeline's gonna kind of start walking back towards the backyard. Let me check the footage on this spell. You know, Dad, since you never want me to talk about him, he never would have done this to me. He wanted me to have that wand because he knew that I could do it.
You go, girl.
Don't you dare.
And if he could stand on his own 2 feet and see the way you've treated me, he would want to die again. And she'll get as close as she can to the mausoleum while she yells that, and she'll cast Animate Dead.
And Valerie will cast Silence centered on the mother.
Oh, good luck.
I was ready to do that the whole time.
This woman.
Oh my. 20-foot radius, so most
There
of us
is
are
a shake and a falling sound with a bang. The mausoleum door slowly opens. Well preserved due to the family's expertise. These many years. Stepping out is the form of all very zombie form of a human man.
Come on in, Dad. Come sit down for dinner. Come on. Emmeline is high-key tweaking at this point. She pulls out a chair for him.
Your mom doesn't. She goes pale white and just sits back down. Robin is silently sobbing in her chair.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's talk about it all. Let's talk about it all. Since we didn't want to read the letters and learn it all before that.
She can't hear you right now. Do you want me to, like, drop the spell?
Oh. Yeah, she needs to know this.
I didn't want her to cast any, like, attack spells or counter spells or just spells or anything, so we're sure we're good? Because, like, I'm fine, but, like...
Yeah, I gotta deal with this.
Okay. Drops the concentration on silence.
Stop this.
Why can't you just be proud? Dad's proud of me, right, Dad?
That's not your father.
Just, like,
you know it is. He's nodding his head. Why are you so scared of this? Why are you so scared of me? Why can't you just be happy with how I am? There's nothing to be scared of with this. And she'll kind of poke his head. There's no reason for you to ignore me.
I am going, and when I come back to this house before nightfall, you and this ragtag group of misfits and rejects can be out of this house. I never want to see you again. You are no longer a Pyre Weaver. I'm revoking
You'll regret
name.
that. You're gonna regret that a lot.
She'll get up and she'll
So
leave.
I'm not done.
She'll slam the door.
And I will come back. She'll kind of yell after. And then she'll just kind of collapse on the floor.
You have to choose your father?
What? What?
Your father. Seems like an odd
Oh.
choice.
It's the only thing that I thought would get her to listen.
Robin is still here, I assume, right?
Oh, she's
Oh, yeah.
mortified.
You see,
You'll always be my sister, Emmeline. No matter what she says.
We will always be sisters. But
And she'll
we
hand
clearly
you.
aren't meant to be in each other's lives.
She'll hand you a box wrapped in pink wrapping paper with a white bow.
Emmeline will trade her that for the letters. Please read them.
I will.
They have so much knowledge, and you would love the world. You really would. I'm sorry that you're stuck here.
I'm going to Belanos in the morning.
Do you want us to come with you?
You have your own path to take.
Well, here, this is... She'll kind of pull out a page and start writing down frantically. This is my box for the Sunkeepers. This is where they put my mail, and this is where I live. And she'll just kind of write down these details for her and hand it over.
Ben?
Just in case you want to visit.
Before we part ways, are you familiar with the ley lines by any chance?
They've come up in studies. There's said to want to appear and disappear and move around nearby.
She rolls out the map. Do you happen to maybe be able to point out where the ley lines intersect close by? This is an arcane map of that we need to leave.
This has to be looked at under the light of a moon.
Any particular moon, or?
This is a map from the... Having this is very dangerous. Do you understand who this belongs to? Do you not know this mark? And it's an eye that's kind of draconic looking with a overlapping with an hourglass.
Well, you got it from a priest.
And they had to get it from someone who went and stole from Gargruma.
Gargruma?
Emmeline would know this name.
Yeah, sure do.
Well, can you help us, or do we just look under the moon of Kresna, or do we look under... Like, does it matter which of the moons?
If you look at it under moonlight, you'll be able to tell the path. But It's only for the wayline in this area. And you don't know where you'll end up.
Well, do we ask this Gargrimar then?
He hasn't been seen in years.
Then he's not a threat.
Emmeline will kind of just shoot Robin like a look. You can't tell Mom that we have this.
I won't.
And don't tell her anything in the letters. Just keep that to yourself.
She doesn't deserve to know.
If you ever make your way to an area and we're there, we have some very nice tea shops we'd like to take you to. Very the city you'd be fascinated in. Maybe when you get stronger, you and your sister can explore the Zoraxan Waste.
Oh, that reminds me, it actually wasn't complicated to install at all. She'll take out a small sphere that is Biddy. She'll hit the button. He'll expand out and boot up. So you're actually able to kind of push in on a compartment, and coming out is like a almost like a rack or like an ammo cartridge of some sort that you see. You can actually put potions of healing here, pour them into this compartment, and he's able to, through this syringe over here, and one of his arms will retract out and then a syringe will come out. He's able to administer them on command.
Oh,
Gods, you're brilliant.
Just potions of healing, or could I put poison or something in it?
I mean, it would have to, it only can be a liquid of one type, I would say, but I wouldn't want to mix poison into a compartment that's hard to sterilize with something that should heal. But that is up to you if that's a risk you want to take. I guess I wouldn't have thought about using it in that way.
I don't think we want to put Bitty in that kind of danger, though, so...
I mean, he's always with us and we're always in danger, so...
Yeah, but
it'd be nice if he could defend himself.
We can make him portable now, so...
True.
He can do an unarmed strike of 1 damage on a hit.
Emily will take the opportunity to just give Robin a hug. I'm sorry for everything. You're doing great. And she'll like... Well, Mom's gonna be back any time now. Do you want me to leave him here? She'll kind of point at their father. Okay. If he might not go to sleep all the way again. I got it. Don't worry about it.
You just have to feed him fresh brains every couple of days, and
Emmeline will walk her father down to the mausoleum alone, as she assumes, and lays him back in his sarcophagus. And what's a good way? We'll just chill touch him to death again, and then we'll cover him with the top and leave the mausoleum.
second double parent death in like 5 seconds.
Look, this one was a zombie. I knew it was a zombie. I know it's my dad. Okay.
Okay.
Now he's resting again. All is good.
Yep, that's okay. Hey.
What would the party like to do?
Burn the house down.
Let me rephrase.
I'll
What will
probably
the party
find
do?
somewhere to sleep.
Burn the house down.
Valerie's gonna put her shoes on and do a circuit through the entire house quickly.
Oh my gosh.
The most passive aggressive thing you can do to a no shoe house.
Oh, there's something else I can do.
Mistress Emmeline,
Yes, Luca.
I went ahead and reserved you some rooms at the tavern while you were exploring the house. I'll say, to be polite. The Grinning Cat Tavern is where you can find your place of rest.
It is greatly appreciated, Luca. Thank you.
I appreciate you. And
I
I'm
hope I
sorry
see
to
you again.
say-
Sure.
Oh, I'm sorry to say this is my last day as your familial butler. I think I'll retire today.
Really? You deserve it. Let me know if I can help you or if you want to come visit me.
Of course.
Robin
I
has
will
the notes.
Keep your sister company during her travels.
Excellent.
And we will protect Emmeline, so you have no reason to fear for her life.
Well, goodbye, Mistress Emmeline.
Goodbye, Mr. Luca. Until we meet again. She'll give a little curtsy. Her curtsies are not great, by the way. So whenever she's curtsying, she's not very flexible, nimble, but she does her best. And with that, she'll open the front door for everyone.
It is a cold evening here in Seeker's Rest as you all exalt from the Pyre Weaver estate. Stepping out into the street, a horse-drawn carriage kind of drives by. A frost is beginning to cover the surface of the plant life and other scenery around.
The grinning cat is this way, over here to the right. And one will kind of lead the way.
That was
Are there a lot of people out?
Not a whole lot.
Or is it pretty
It's like
rare?
an occasional person here and there.
That was a lot.
Yeah, that didn't really go how I wanted it to go. Sorry, guys.
Don't worry. I got drinks covered. He whips out 2 stolen wine bottles.
Oh,
Deserved.
Feel you.
Deserved.
They were already
That woman.
not technically stolen. They were going to spoil.
Let him have his moment.
You went to a staff party and like took 2 of the open bottles.
Oh, we're putting those to use. I'm grateful that you took them.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting a little blasted. We've had a stressful few days.
Yeah, but at least we have an idea on how to get home, maybe. I'd like to do some more looking into maybe seeing if I can make the exit location more precise, but I don't understand how I could influence a ley line, so I don't know if I'll be able to do that.
Whatever the hell a ley line is, yeah.
I presume that we can look later this evening when the moon is out to see the map first.
Yeah. Once the clouds clear a bit.
And the shadow of that giant tree passes.
And the tree
It won't
is
be passing.
illuminated above. It's purple and blue leaves. Think of it like this, like almost pastel color purple and this like deep indigo blue glowing in the respective colors of the night, kind of giving this dancing light across the buildings around it. It's actually very beautiful against the night sky. You enter in the Green Cat. A tavern built more recently than you would assume.
How recently?
Within the last decade. A very cheerful, dwarvish woman is running the counter. Oh, hello. Welcome into the Green Cat Tavern, owned by Lord Silas Alash himself. How may I help you?
We have a reservation.
Name?
Emmeline.
Emmeline. So nice to have a member of the Pyroweaver family here at our fine tavern. I understand that the bill is being sent to the estate from this evening. So you are welcome to our 3 nicest rooms on the top floor, of course.
Mm-hmm. That's perfect.
Of course.
They were covering, I assume, food and beverage as well.
Of course.
You say the food is always so rich at those, house affairs. So it's always nice to have some good food after to settle the stomach and drink. What's your finest wine?
Our finest wine. Well, you are certainly. We have wine actually imported from Ostelmut.
I'm assuming that's good. I'm not from here, so.
Oh, it is the
That's
best.
pretty good.
Grapes grown from hanging gardens and aged beneath the desert sands.
Can we get 4 bottles of that if you have them?
Yes.
4 bottles?
Just open one for
and
now.
It's nearly
and,
2,000 gold a bottle. But of course, I assure you, it's no small fee for. You know what? Please do not mind me. I will be happy to get you the 4 bottles.
Mm-hmm. What do you have on for food right now?
Well, we have some venison that is being cooked over on the spit over that fire there. Very good find today. You know, it is the prime season for them. Unless you like something different.
No, that sounds
I have
perfect.
some stewed apples with a fresh blue cheese crumble on top.
We'll take all of it.
Very nice.
Please send it up to the rooms for us.
I will send it up to the rooms, of course.
Yep. I'm assuming this is a lot more of a lavish tavern considering the type of treatment we're getting.
You're getting the treatment. I mean, like any hotel has a penthouse, right? Think about it this way. It could be, you can just be eating, pretzels and beer, or you can be having the nicer things. I mean, the wine bottles are rather old. They dust them off. You assume that they don't get drunk often.
You ever hit that
Okay.
thing of like you want to get revenge and you're like, oh, we're just gonna charge it to her family.
Do you have any baths in this establishment?
I can draw some water and heat it up for you if you'd like. Into
Do
your
you
room.
have
sure.
Do you have like
I'm
a
sure.
shower? One of our friends would prefer a shower.
I'm sorry. If you know what liquors go into that drink, I would be happy to make it for you.
See, that's what I'm saying, Razad. Like they don't have showers. Like I guess it's like a thing where you pump the hot water and it comes out of like a thing, like it's raining on you, but with like pressured water.
I'm sorry. I thought it was some sort of cocktail. My apologies.
No.
Don't mind us. You are quite all right.
It's an exotic thing where he's from. He's from a wonderful civilization with fascinating technology.
Do you have any
Are there
oils and
any-
balms for nurturing plants? Slash hair?
We do have an herbologist that was brought into the city by the Seekers themselves that you might be able to check out. Her daughter runs it now.
No, I'm sure. I just meant anything on hand. Yeah.
Look, we can look at that in the morning, though. But I think he was more meaning like soothing ointments for the skin, so for like massage or bathing, scented oils, those kind of
I
things.
have plenty of oil-based soaps. So I'd be
I'll
happy to
take 2 of each. Please?
There are 10 varietals. Are you sure?
Yes. I am. Oh, I'll take 3 of each, just to be sure.
Very well. I don't know how well cucumber melon will go with rose water and ivy, but it is all the same to me.
I'm gonna start asking if they have a gift shop.
The idea would be overpriced as fuck. If it
We're gonna steal all the towels, all the robes, anything that's not clamped down.
So, without going through every option we have here of imagination, we'll say the night is quite pricey.
Mm-hmm. Like Home Alone 2 pricey.
Yeah, Home Alone 2 pricey.
Is there like a butler who's like judging us the whole time?
No, just her being ran to death by your exuberant ordering, but she's making bank tonight, so
yeah.
I'm assuming she's not upset. Well, actually,
Just
no, I'm the
imagining-
DM. I'm saying she's not upset.
We're signing tips to her as well, so it's fine.
I'm just imagining that in whatever hypothetical gift shop, there's like marketable plushies of the Seekers.
Oh, can we get the full collection? They're like little plastic ones, but the heads kind of move a little bit sometimes.
Do they have some shirts that are like, I beat the full venison challenge,
Yeah.
After eating a full deer.
I beat the Blazing Venison Challenge.
Yeah.
Something about able seamen.
I survived Tears of Two Mace, and all I got was a stupid T-shirt.
I just think there's a shirt that says "Oh, I'm looking
New merch
for a-
idea?
I'll-
New merch idea?
There's literally a shirt that just says "I'm looking for some able seamen," but it's spelt wrong. I gotta bring that joke back every once in a while.
What was the name?
Are we
of
able to-
the captain?
The turtle guy.
The turtle.
Oh God, is he still alive?
What
I guess
is
he
his
would be.
name?
It's something with salt in it, wasn't it?
Bath salts.
No.
Salt breath?
No, definitely not that.
Salt breath kind of sounds weirdly close.
Salt
Yeah,
breath.
salt breath. I remember salt breath, but I don't know what for.
I don't think you were in the campaign when he was entering in, because
We had the turtle come back.
Yeah, he came back.
Yeah, because he helped us with the spell
When
jammer.
when we fought the clowns
We'll say
and
Captain
whatnot.
Salt Breath, but I'm sure we're gonna get corrected at some point. Captain Salt Breath.
Who's gonna correct us?
Was on the menu.
You fought clowns?
What? In space.
Yeah, in space.
I think he was captain.
Spice.
Well, I didn't.
Yeah.
Cram didn't. Tora did.
So,
It was
Wasn't Gilmac, was
you
it?
guys gorging
Captain
yourselves.
Salt Breath was stuck in the mast. That's who caught himself.
Oh, was that with the mask guy?
Captain
Yeah.
Salt Breath's seafood surf and turf is on the menu.
Yeah. It was Uthis who was the captain of the
Captain
Dawnbreaker.
Uthis, something
Of the
back.
Dawnbreaker. Yeah.
Pearlback.
Is it
Pearlback.
Pearlback.
It was
Pearlback.
Pearlback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
we
I
figured it out.
thought that was his name, but I didn't want to be wrong. Oh,
Salt breath
God.
was just the most recent captain we were introduced to in the campaign.
I mean,
So
no, but Captain Salt Breath is probably here
Salt
because
Breath,
the mast.
surf and turf.
Yeah, is the mask still there?
Because the mast is still cursed, and it's probably somewhere in Seeker's Rest.
So, okay. It is now nighttime outside. Would you like to do anything?
We're gonna look at the map, but I guess we're a little probably drunk.
Yeah, we're gonna do it drunk.
Cram's not drunk.
No.
Yeah, is
Cram
there
can't
any while this is happening, is there any you mentioned you could eat, beer and pretzels. Is there that type of beer and pretzel crowd in the general area of the tavern?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Rosad's just kind of float around there, maybe see if there's any card games to get into.
Actually, as you're walking by looking around, there is a man dressed rather nicely, wearing, he appears to be some sort of merchant of some kind. Long white hair straightened with these piercing eyes, kind of like looking. He's kind of shuffling 3 cards in his hand, folded down the middle length vertically. Oh, I'm sorry, 4 cards. That's more important. Hello. Would you be interested in playing a game of chance with me?
Game of chance? Sure thing. What's the game? A lot of games of chance.
Oh, it's simply find the queen.
Find the queen. All right. So I just pick one of these cards. I'm assuming there's a buy-in.
There's a buy-in. Let's do 10 silver.
10 silver. All right. He reaches into his hand, or his pocket, pulls out a single gold piece. If anybody is near him, it notably would be a gold piece from this continent. And then he slides it over to the man.
Wonder where you get that from.
All right, find the queen. It's 4 cards.
Yep. So he'll take the 4 cards. He'll shuffle them real quickly, and you get to guess the number between 1 and 4.
All right. While this is happening, I'm assuming it's at a small table. He'll sit on the other end.
Small, like, end table size thing.
Yeah. He's gonna pick number 3.
He flips over the card, and you get a red queen. Look at
there
that.
you go.
They're quite talented at this game.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to play
He's
again?
gonna... Sure. He's gonna slide on his specs. And he's just gonna pay real close attention to the man.
Sorry. He'll sit there and he'll start shuffling the cards again. So where are you from?
Oh, you know, here and there.
Here and there, so vague.
Yeah, I'm not from this tribe, if that's what you're worried about.
Oh no, never. I would never lead to assume. So, what's your adventure, your combat type? What's your weapon of choice?
Listen, I just do stuff where I'm needed, not always fighting. I use whatever suits me the most at the moment. His eyes are. His eyes would have been glued on the cards. Is there anything I could roll, perhaps?
Investigation.
Investigation, cool. And that's a 16, which is a 9, which means with reliable talent it defaults to a 10, so 17.
17. You can guess that it is either 1 or 2.
All right. He'll go for number 1. He'll tap number 1.
He'll flip the card over. A winner again. Another gold piece for you.
All right. All right. I don't want to hold you up from other potential winners or losers, so I'll do one more.
To just get interesting.
I'll keep playing. Not too long though.
He'll put a dagger on the table. A slightly curved blade. A diamond in the hilt. A kind of sterling silver filigree about it.
All right. What's the buy-in against that?
You seem like a talented individual. I could use some adventurers in my contact list, as one would say. If need be, how about a favor? Should I need it?
Favor if I lose this.
Correct. And the dagger if you win.
Okay.
Shake on
it. He cracks his knuckles and then he reaches out his hand. Another investigation check, I'm assuming?
Mm-hmm. He starts shuffling the cards with a rapid pace.
That's a 22.
22. Your guesses are between 3 and 1.
Okay. He's gonna go 1 again.
Look at that. Such a good guesser.
I guess all my luck goes to the wrong places. You know, gambling versus more I guess, you know, adventuring, a lot of stuff happens.
You're absolutely correct, but I am a man of my word, and the dagger is indeed yours. He'll slide it across the table.
All right, he'll grab the dagger,
What would you
and
say
then
your
he'll
name
reach.
was?
Well, considering I won this game, I'm afraid you don't get that information.
Of course. A man of
Hey, if I
class.
come back and I lose, I'll have a business card for you.
Of course.
All right.
Enjoy your evening. It was a pleasure.
Of course. Stand up, we'll do a little flourish with the dagger and just kind of look at it as he walks away.
What is the rest of the party doing?
Well, if it's the evening, Valerie is going to go, assuming at least with Emmeline, and look at the.
Yes, we're going to be looking at the map. Anyone is willing is allowed to join.
And they both had a little bit to drink. So.
I'll join them, even though I can't read.
What?
It's for the vibes.
As you walk outside and you hold the map under the moonlight, the lines begin to shimmer and shift. And they intersect within a spot in the city, not too far from you.
Oh.
And by looking at this map and what it has revealed to you, you should be able to take this map to the statue of Astra and enter the rift from there, requiring both the map and the location this evening before it moves to another location. This will consume the map upon its use.
Okay, so
Okay.
The problem is, so we need to go now, I guess?
What's it say?
Well, it says the point we need to take is quite close, but I don't imagine it will be there permanently.
Okay. We need to gather everyone together.
Mm-hmm. And she'll just kind of start calling out, Rosad! Crom! She's like outside the building.
She's like, we can get to this, but first, can you please hold my hair?
Oh,
And
dear.
immediately,
Not going to describe what happens next, but yeah, Valerie has had too much wine.
I'm assuming the other party members hear the calls.
Sure.
And the horrible.
Yoki's just rubbing her back.
It's actually the first time you've seen Valerie drunk.
They got good stuff here. Good wine.
Every gold was worth it.
Oh,
It's okay.
I can taste it in my nose.
Is Rosad carrying that knife when he comes out? That's new. What is that? She'll kind of like reach for it a little bit.
No, it's a cool looking dagger. I wanted it a game of chance.
Oh.
And
Make
then he
a wisdom saving throw, please, Rosad.
Yeah.
All right.
Knew it.
uh-oh.
That's a 7.
7. So as Emlyn reaches for it, you immediately like pull it away, retract a little bit.
Hey! I get your hands off of it, all right?
Oh, my bad. I wanted to study it. I should have asked. Can I figure out? Does it do anything? Did it tell you about it?
No, I mean it probably stabs very good. I don't know if I really need much more confirmation on that.
I bet it's magical. Here, it'll be really quick. Let me see that, and she'll do another kind of very soft reach.
No, please stop.
Huh? If you insist.
Yeah, Valerie will look over and just like, it's very. Never mind. Just goes back at it.
Don't.
So the party has joined back together.
Yep.
What would you like to do?
So, where is this? Where is it taking us?
Follow me. Look at the map. So if you look, and she'll kind of start following, like walking towards the Fountain of Astra. And if we come over here, and she'll kind of look around. Okay. So
she's got big ears.
She'll take her wand and just kind of wave it. She has big ears.
So as you get close to the point on the map that says in the map, your position moves on the map with it. As you get close enough, the map begins to shake as if trying to escape your hands.
I'm holding that hoe. We're getting close. You see this?
And then you get to the point and the map rips itself out of your hands and sticks to something in the middle of the air. It begins to fold in on itself over and over again. And then it rapidly unfolds, creating a doorway of sorts, an archway made of paper, and then solidifies into stone. A swirling mist within.
Okay.
Oh, so this is what happens when you do it on purpose. Wow.
Okay. Well, do we have to go quickly? I assume a lot of spells
Um,
have time limits. So.
Let's not chance it. Are we ready? Talia,
Everybody
come on.
ready?
Crumb, me too.
Prestidigitation on herself.
Yeah, he has Shelby on a lead behind everybody.
Okay, everybody, let's run.
Watch your step, Valerie. Just careful.
Yeah.
As you run into the mist, your
kinda
vision
like
goes
leader in.
dark. You start to get this sense of vertigo as things are spinning about you. You're whisked away by a wild and unstable magic, and each of you land not hard enough to injure you, but hard enough to kind of knock the wind out of you slightly onto an earthen, damp floor.
Oh.
Oh man.
Woo.
Yeah.
Where are we?
Feels similar. She'll kind of like stand up, look around.
There are roots hanging down from the ceiling. A curtain of roots behind you with kind of the stairway leading up. It seems that you're underground somewhere.
Oh no. We're back in the.
No, there weren't roots in the elemental plane of. Yep, that's the word.
Yes, there were no.
tunnel
Hello?
in front of you, a large, reddish white orb appears in the darkness. A slick sliding sound can be heard as something rubs against the earth and ground within the tunnel. Right below this white orb is a very wide and toothy grin, almost like a leech is looking at you, pulling itself forward to these long, gangly arms with eyes covering their surface. Sliding out of this worm-like creature with stringy hair, a blind major eye with eyes covering its arms and onto its hands. Questions may be asked, answers will be given.
Oh.
Wait.
Welcome. Seekers of
Don't
knowledge.
ask questions.
I know this one.
I am the all-knowing. I am the Elder Spirit, and I am here to help you. Tell me, what is it you want to know? What knowledge do you seek? For I know all things.
Is there not a price we have to pay first?
Price can be decided. Price can be negotiated. And what happens next is a story for another time. So everyone, that is where we're going to end tonight's session of Prestige Encounters for this evening. Absolutely had so much fun. Love being here as we are every week. That was an emotionally driven session. I always enjoy this type of sessions. Some great role play, some great acting moments. Really enjoyed it. I'm going to go ahead and pass that on over to Jeremiah, who plays Rosad.
Holy shit. This is another big moment for the campaign. Of course, our characters don't know where we're at, but I know where we're at. And I know what we are talking to.
I think we were actually told about this.
I believe we were, for like, at one point told about it. I don't think Rosad was there.
Valerie was, though.
Yeah, but I mean, for, you know, I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody that might not know, but holy shit. Another news, Rosad has definitely got a cursed dagger.
Awesome. It's
what else it does, I don't know if it does anything else. But yeah, I'm super excited to see what else happens. Also, it was a really great roleplay session for Emmeline. And holy shit, you just brought your dead dad to like the table.
And it killed him.
That was actually, that actually mortified me. I was like, how do I react? Because I myself am shocked.
Yeah, crazy stuff. And we have a option for healing mode on Biddy now. That's cool.
Or poison.
With that, I'll hand it over to Quentin, aka the mouth breather Renatus.
Hey, that's me. Man, you're just loving that mouth breather joke, aren't you?
I said it twice. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, great session. Definitely some emotional RP going on there for Emmeline. And sorry. Why you gotta post that now? Okay. No. Anyway,
stream also saw it just a little bit. Just saying.
Oh, okay. So at least they know what I'm talking about. And if you're catching us on the podcast, then go watch the YouTube video or just watch us live. Do that too.
We'd love to talk to you live.
Exactly.
Actually, they don't watch a podcast; they listen to it.
You can watch a podcast as the little like thing moves.
As a little
Well, they can listen as I reveal your address. Anyway,
24 Sussex Drive. That's
I'm sure that's somebody's out there.
That's the prime
might,
minister's
you might have.
Yeah,
oh.
that's someone's Atra.
Yeah. He's got asbestos. He doesn't live in it.
Yeah, it's a great session. I don't have much else because my brain is so fried right now. Yeah, but as always, thank you to everyone who was chatting up in chat tonight. Thank you to all of our wonderful role players, woke players,
woke players,
all of our
runner players,
all of our wonderful players, all of our wonderful role players.
I'm glad you're
bringing this
voice for your backup character.
Yeah. For bringing this amazing story to life, and of course, thank you to our wonderful DM Michael for creating us this amazing story to bring us here and bring us all together here each and every week that we can. With that, I got nothing else. So, Guy, what are Valerie's thoughts on the session tonight?
Valerie had an interesting day. So there was a patricide. So this is happening still. Talia didn't get to do it, so her story arc's kind of failed. Was like a really great moment. Nice to see how completely messed up Evelyn's family is, and how brilliantly that was played between Chloe and Michael. That was just great. Michael getting to be the two parts of the wheel of that horror, while Valerie is third wheeling the entire relationship. That was good play. I really enjoyed being able to stick it to her mother repeatedly. It was fun. Yeah. Wait a second. Phrasing. Okay. I have to move on because I can't say anything after that. So Josh, pick this up and make this less about boinking Emmeline's mom.
I mean, we'll boink her on the head with the new dagger that Rizard got. That's what we'll do. Maybe not actually. No, really fun session today. I enjoy the ones about combat every now and again. Good character-driven moments there. Those combat.
Yeah, social.
Oh, right. Well, yeah, no, I was stressing out in the corner. I was getting ready to counter spell some spells. If anything was getting thrown over the table, I was ready to throw some food at some people. Food fight. It was wow. I don't know. That was crazy. And yeah, no, it was good fun. I don't really have anything to say, to be honest. It was a good fun session. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Can't wait for next week. With that, I'll pass it on to Eveline, who's played by Chloe.
Yeah. So a lot that went on, obviously. I first want to thank the other role players, including Michael, for obviously their patience and just going through this with me. It was super exciting to finally delve into a little bit of Emmeline's history. She doesn't necessarily have the same mysteries as some of the other characters do, so I feel like this is really good earlier in the campaign. Get this kind of character plot a little more tied up, and then we can move on to some others. So I'm really excited for the future episodes where we get to focus on other characters. But for tonight, I was extremely pleased by how it all went. The patricide had to be done. Emmeline had to prove her point, and I think that was done. And I think we all know that Emmeline does not care about zombies. So, with that being said, I'll pass it over to our favorite drunk friend, Naoki, played by Isaac.
Yeah, it was like a really great session. It was definitely did everyone try the chicken? I thought the chicken was lovely moment at the table while we're eating by her dad's corpse. That was very shocking to see. And then after just, her lovely girlfriend just running all over the house. That was great. Very, very petty. And I'm curious to see if we ever get to see Robin again, because she seems like a very interesting kind of character as well. Fuck the mom. We don't care about the mom, but you know, it was
Why
like
did
a
everyone
great
try to fuck her
session.
mom? Like Jesus.
Shit, I might need to know.
And then
Well, I
you
would like a
can't beat him.
I got
Yeah.
FOMO.
The thing is, we didn't see Renatus. We didn't hear from Renatus the whole time. Renatus was off having a good time with Emmeline's mom for half the session. That's what was happening.
oh,
Renatus!
Where do you think his echo was?
Oh, how could you do that?
Oh no! Double
Continue.
teaming her mom with his echo.
oh my. Well, that's certainly an image I don't want to see. But anyways, with that, I will pass it on over to Michael.
Thank you so much. In case you wonder why you didn't pass it over to Megan, she is a little indisposed at the moment. So I'm gonna go ahead and take over her. Oh my god, guys, thank you so much. I had so much fun. It's so great that like Kevin gets to fly now because you were all level 7. In case we didn't say so. I really like being a ranger. I really like fish and chips and all that. And I really like my my boyfriend Josh. So it's really nice.
She wouldn't say that, but
She just likes him.
I
just
really,
bully me.
so I'm gonna go ahead and pass it on over to Michael. Thank you so much, Megan. And you know, it was great in the session tonight. I had a great time. Thank you so much to everybody. And we'll be here next week at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here at twitch.tv/Lich Souls. That's right. And you know, we have streams throughout the rest of the week as well, mostly Dead by Daylight at the moment, but we'll start to sprinkle in some other games here in a little bit. I heard there's a lot of really fun games, right? Indeed they are.
No.
Expedition 33 I heard about. Is that?
Yeah.
No.
So on and so forth.
No, it's actually pretty good. It's
Not
pretty good.
sponsored, by the way. And you know, we'll go from there. So thank you so much, everyone, and until next time, bye.
Bye bye.